What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sandlot Gaming's Dungeons and Dragons. We are here running through the Tomb of Annihilation module in Dungeons and Dragons 5e. Where we left off last week, we were found Righteous, maybe it was. Anyway, we found an abandoned camp along the river. We found our way into the jungles of Chult, found an abandoned camp along the river. And I, the party's monk, roused up a bunch of enemies. Right, currently we're looking at 15 zombies and an Allosaurus that we've got to figure out how to get through. So that's where we're going to pick it up. I'm not going to say a whole lot more, and let's just jump to the chat and see what's going on.
Oh, pretty big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like, that is very big and nasty. That is something that a human would definitely run from under almost any circumstance.
When you guys saw this thing crest the hill, you saw that it was quite big and quite fast as well, faster than you'd expect for a large creature.
And that's the impression that you get.
Did you guys start
and also,
you
guys want to hear a random nerd fact?
The review already?
The estimated speed of this thing was 35 miles an hour.
That's fast.
Based on pivot and leg movement.
Whereas
if you guys are nice, next level, you might have one.
Whereas a T-Rex only could run like roughly as fast as a human, or maybe even a little bit slower, apparently.
Huh.
Which is something I found out while I was
heard it went as fast as a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah.
Now
that was a 4-4.
Fake news. It was actually when I went down the research hole for Allosaurus, I obviously got some T-Rex facts in there as well, and they apparently were like, nah, it could not have possibly gone all that fast, even though it was very big. So you would be essentially like a mouse to it. Like a mouse is much smaller than you, but it can maybe run faster than you at top speed and is definitely more maneuverable. Like that's sort of the scale that we're talking about. So they were mostly eating much bigger things that were much bigger and slower. So they weren't like running it down in the open plain too often, right? And they were not very fast.
So in other words, if you're in like T-Rex territory, you see a ginormous wedge of cheese.
Corner.
Big wooden block.
Zigzag. Serpentine.
Or just stand still.
Or just run straight as fast as you can in a direction. You might get away.
Yes.
Have you seen me run?
Well, not you, obviously. Like a fit person.
Right, yeah. Not a Merrill. Like somebody that can run fast.
All right. So who wants to recap last week?
Oh, that's what you missed, Merrill. I just sang the first couple bars of Love Fool when he asked who wants to recap last week.
Fantastic.
God, that's a lot of undead.
Oh my God.
So many.
I can't help but feel this is partially my fault.
That's entirely.
Well, why don't you recap then? Since,
Actually, that sounds good. What am I calling you?
Yeah. Explain your failures one by one.
Explain to us how we got to this scenario.
Feel free to
please.
apologize for each as you reach it in the narrative.
Okay.
Also,
start off and
open
say
the trap behind me, Troy, and the map.
What's that?
I just got out of the trap. The trap isn't open on the map.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
I want to say the jungle is a dangerous place, and we all knew that when we came here. I just want to say.
It could
That's
be
why
more
we decided
dangerous.
to just randomly shoot things in.
So, after after picking up last week after a pause, we found our way into a temple near up the river a little bit. A temple of some kind that looks to be some sort of shelter for some priests or some worshippers of Ubtao, the god of Chult. And there was a mural on the wall. We didn't really seem to find much in there other than, it just seemed to be a place where they went for shelter. We left there. Kind of figured out that, also investigated there were some trees with some frozen leaves on them that were scattered throughout the forest, but they seemed to head in a couple of different directions, mostly directly west and east, I think, as far as we could see. We then decided not to follow those because that would have taken days, and jumped back on our canoes, headed down the river towards Camp Righteous? Is that what it's called?
Righteous.
Yeah.
Righteous.
less righteous than they said it was.
Got to Camp Righteous, heard the Cardigans playing Love Fool, and decided we loved that band and wanted to head in there. So we jumped off the canoe, started investigating the camp a little bit, saw that there was a statue of a giant dude sitting down with an alligator on his back, like a friendly alligator on his back, like piggybacking him, which is really cool and really hard. And so we're investigating the camp. It looks like it was abandoned pretty quickly, and someone in our party decided to scream and see what might be around. And you see now what might be around.
Scream and shoot off
some fires,
effectively fireworks. Yeah.
I'm sure that person is very sorry for what they did, and they'll do better so that they don't do that again. Unilaterally without the party's decision. So they found themselves faced with, I think we counted 15 zombies to their north and a Allosaurus to their south, and are trying to figure out, and that's where we paused it. Also, we found some goblins. There were goblins that popped out too that appeared to have been sabotaging our canoe as soon as we got out and started investigating the camp.
Yeah, 9 goblins, 15 zombies, and an Allosaurus.
Yeah.
I have a problem with this recap. There is not one mention of Herman.
Oh, we also found Herman a axe beak. Was that what he was called?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
yet another of our ill-fated pets.
The poor guy didn't even know, didn't stand a chance. We made him a friend, and that very apologetic and sorry person who invited all these zombies on us got our Herman killed. And Herman, we barely knew ye, and we will avenge you. Or we will flee in terror. One or the other. Either way, that's where we're picking up. Yeah, or die here in a heap, too. That's a strong possibility.
Yep. All right. Thanks for the recap.
Yep. So that's about right. No, Kit, one thing that got glossed over. Could you describe one more time what was going on in that mural from the temple last time? It was Ubtao banishing the land or something like that.
Yeah, so it showed just the brief recap is it showed a city, a very large cosmopolitan city in Chult that was set into a like a crater, like down below the earth, but with a open sky. It was definitely not Port Nyanzaru, much larger. Yeah, crater. Yeah, and it showed that the people there were in harmony with nature and with the dinosaurs in the jungles, but that some sort of evil influence appeared. That the evil drew the populace towards evil deeds, such as mistreating the natural environment around them, the dinosaurs, enslaving beings, and as a result, the god of Ubtal left, and the city itself kind of destroyed. The population effectively destroyed themselves in the city itself. So that was the gist of it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right. So Hiller's the one point that I want to point out is kind of as you just momentarily after you climb out of the pit, you hear some clacking motion sounds and the floor kind of resets behind you.
Got it. Thank you.
I think there's a trap behind you.
There's a pit there, guys.
We're so gonna fall back into that pit again.
Somebody's gonna. Oh, I'm so glad we made it out of there, ka-chunk, and you're dead.
All right, so I think it looks like it's Roland's turn.
Yes, it is. Sorry.
And so actually, before you start, so just because I think not everybody can see this, the Allosaurus that has appeared here on the map.
Oh, are the line sites unique to each player? That's amazing.
They are.
That's really cool.
Sorry, just want to see real quick.
If anybody wants to know anything from Iku, best to ask now. This doesn't look great.
All right. So I'd like to move. Call it right here by the fire. Right here by the fire.
Okay.
And I'd like to. No, let me see. Where was I just right there? Where was I there? Sorry, I just want to make sure I did.
You're there. Yep.
I'll let you move up here just a little bit closer. And I want to try to pull like that Jurassic Park, like whoa type of thing. Put my hand up in the air to the Allosaurus.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Animal Friendship.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Herman 2.0, come on.
Can you post the spell again?
Dinosaurs
I
are
just
bird-like.
Okay, great.
Birds fall from the window ledge above mine, and they flap their wings at the very last second.
Great. And what is the
Give me.
what is the
I'm
DC
sorry.
for this?
I'll be right back, guys. Just hang on. I'm sorry. I'm doing something really important. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
No problem.
He can hear you, so I think it can see me from right there. It should be able to hear me. Beast intelligence is 4 or higher, which I don't think it is.
Right. So what is? So I just need to know your spell DC.
Oh, the spell DC. I'm sorry. 15.
Okay. So the Allosaurus, as you kind of run up and wave your hand and start to cast a spell, the Allosaurus looks in your direction and very briefly seems to calm itself, and then shakes it off and roars in your direction and starts to stomp down the hill towards you.
Shit.
Okay. I just wanted to yell out, "Whoa, buddy!"
Whoa, there, big fella.
Yeah. That was a nat 20 on his saving throw, by the way.
Go! Fuck, of all the times.
What is happening
All
to
right.
Nick's camera?
He's talking to somebody. That's his laptop that he's holding.
Oh, okay. Anyway, who's up? Rolling.
That was me.
Andy, are you done? Or
Yeah, that's. I mean, I can't move, and that was my action. So.
okay, all right.
Fuck.
So, Meryl, you can start to hear the ruffling of the tents behind you as the undead start to move through those tents. Let's see. I'm gonna move these guys into place first.
Really hinders our plans, boys.
Fucking around first. Oh, that really put a wrench in things.
Really put a wrench in things, he says. Yeah, all right.
One of the skeletons climbs up over the step, bones rattling.
How tall is this step?
5 feet.
We're hosed.
So going across it is one more square, essentially.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, well, there goes that idea.
That was a great one. It was a great idea.
Did that trap close back up?
It did.
How far can I jump?
The jump action is based on strength in this game. They can jump as far as their strength number.
Their strength, not their modifier, their
Not
number.
their modifier, their actual number.
So it's a 10-foot pit.
So if they have a strength of 10, they can make the jump. Assuming they have a 10-foot head start or running start.
Oh, well, shit.
Well, you could do that with your movement. Back up 5. 10. No, you're at 10 right now. It'd be 5. No, okay. 5,
All right.
15, 10. Yeah, you could make it. You could back up 5 and then jump it.
So, Meryl, one of the skeletons kind of lumbers towards you with his short sword drawn and swipes it at you.
Fantastic.
Recto's being attacked. Is that what I missed?
Recto is being attacked. Yeah. 17 to hit.
That hits.
3 damage as it just barely grazes across your arm.
And you have an Allosaurus on our group? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was free distracted. I was distracted.
It failed.
Okay.
Dinosaur rolled a nat 20 on the save.
Another skeleton has a short bow and pulls it back, firing at Recto. That is a 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Battleship.
Let's see.
Short bow. How smart are these things?
A skeleton that clambered up over the steps rattles its way towards Zygmundo, swiping with its short sword. 10 to hit.
Jesus.
No. That's
No.
2 hit.
Oh,
You beat that.
no, it misses.
You beat that.
Calm down, buddy. You're good.
It misses.
Another skeleton starts to clamber up the steps of or the kind of precipice next to the feet, and then spots Squawk flying above and drops back down, pulls out its short bow, and sends an arrow flying over its Squawk. 13 to hit. Nick. All right.
It flies. The arrow flies through my feathers as I barrel roll through the arrow.
Do a barrel roll.
Let's see.
I guess it's really like an aileron roll. It's not really a barrel roll.
2 of the skeletons fire arrows at Iku.
Iku got a text.
What's the text say, man? What's in the text, man?
Let's see. Both of those miss as Iku nimbly dodges out of the way of one of them, and the other goes wide.
Run
That's
the
why we
F.
hired her.
Run the F out the way. Hashtag zombie party.
And that will be it for the skeletons. Recto, it is your turn.
It wasn't
Time to
fun.
start undoing the damage, Recto.
Yeah. I didn't realize they'd have a turn before me, which really hinders my plans. Our
I'm
plans
so
are going to
sorry.
shit so fast here.
All your many laid plans, all your sophisticated defense that you planned.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of cock my stone fist, light it up, and use a key point for that. Then as a bonus action,
Punch something?
I can't as a bonus action. I can't use that, so I have to wait till next turn. Sorry, I'm trying to plan. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna use Step of the Wind.
So many arrows.
It's measuring.
Everyone's measuring.
Everyone's like, how the hell?
All right, how far is this distance to get the hell away?
I'm gonna use Step of the Wind to. Can I ask before I do that? Sorry, can I ask? Are the tents that I shot are they on fire?
They are not, because your thing doesn't really flame. I
Right,
don't think.
it just does radiant damage. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say two of them were kind of destroyed and kind of collapsed. They were already pretty fucked up, so two of them have kind of fallen inward.
You're essentially Jubilee.
Which two are down?
Let's say this one and this one.
I didn't
So
see
here
that.
I'll
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
let me draw real quick. Man, Roll20 is struggling under the weight of all these fucking tokens.
Way to go, guy.
you literally broke the game. You
Can you see that?
Is it still raining?
It is still raining. Yes.
All right. Then I'm going to use the step of the wind to disengage from this guy who's on me.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to run into...
Those two tents, by the way, while they have fallen, they're not flat, so they would be difficult terrain at best.
I'm going to run into that tent right there and hide. Or, well, I can't hide, but I'm going to run into that tent.
Okay.
To avoid line of sight and hope that they don't see me run in there. But we'll see.
Your master plan.
Yeah.
Okay. I just out of idle curiosity, what was it that them having a turn first changed for you?
Don't give it up. Don't give it up. Don't give it up.
Okay. You don't have to answer that.
Yeah, it's not over yet, so I'm not gonna.
Okay. All right. Tell me afterwards, because I'm just I honestly can't see how that changed.
what that would have done.
So I'm just really curious. But maybe we'll find out later. All right.
The good news is the Stone Fist has been activated.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I'm sure we all feel very safe.
You're gonna show them all.
Hey guys, look what I have. Have you seen one of these before?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna show him.
This goblin's about to show how to steal a canoe.
Yeah. One of the goblins clatters up into the looking, seeing all of his tribe mates dead around him, and starts to unloose the rope tying it to whatever you secured it against.
A well-placed pebble.
All right. So, Squawk.
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
your turn.
So I'm like 50 feet up in the air. Can I see
That's right.
anything else? Like, is there anything? Do I have line of sight into any other kinds of things that?
You can see everything. So let me see what you're as a player able to see.
The world of the dead.
So
what are you trying to see?
So
Okay, so I think that the question was that
Squawk can see everything. You can't because of the way that the dynamic light works.
Okay, so I don't. Do I have a? And this is more of a mechanical question: is does Squawk have a vision on the battlefield? Essentially, like, can he see if there's something like sneaking up on him? Like, I guess in hindsight, as I was flying around last week, in theory, if I had asked for it, would I have been able to see the undead because like they were approaching from behind, and I was, with line of sight.
So you were at the time that the undead were coming, you had circled back around to the southern side.
Okay.
And so you were looking down south, which is the direction that the Allosaurus is coming from.
Okay, that's fine. Then that's
Could you give us a heads up?
Now, if I'm looking north, is there any additional things coming from that we need to plan for?
Hold on, Andy, did you need?
No.
Did you need to say something? Okay.
No.
Okay. So is Squawk just briefly glancing, or is he like spending his time to kind of really investigate the north?
I mean, he's going to look for it, but he's not like he's got his own plan right now. But he's going to look to see if there's anything else coming from behind. Where what he can account for right now. Is there anything that is not accounted for that he can see?
As of right now, he does not notice anything else coming.
Okay, so what he's going to do is swoop down into about this area, right where Herman was.
Okay.
And he's going to pull out his rapier and his dagger, and he's going to clang them by each other, casting Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave!
When you say swoop down, are you talking about to the ground?
No, I'm not going to swoop down. I'm going to fly down to about 15 feet above the ground because the Thunder Wave, I'll cast it here, right, just so you can see what it can do.
Yeah. And you want to be like right there, or
15,
one to the right?
15-foot cube.
I'm still going to be kind of.
I assume you want to be one to the right. To catch both skeletons.
Yes.
A 15-foot cube would get Zigmundo in that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if I actually.
I don't think so, because I think it would go 5 feet to either direction of.
Right. 15-foot cube is a 3x3 square.
A 3x3. Okay, got it.
It's not that, yeah, because that would be like a 15 by 15 by 15. Like that'd be a huge.
Is it coming from him or
yes, he's at the center of the cube.
Yeah.
Thunder Wave?
And I would assume, Nick, that Squawk actually flies down to about 10 feet above the step that he's above, which is 15 feet above the ground. Otherwise, that skeleton to his left wouldn't get hit.
Yeah, if I can get, I want to catch them, be able to catch them all with the.
Yep. All right. So let's see. So they're each going to make a Constitution saving throw. So, what's your spell DC, Nick?
Where do I see that? I'm sorry.
Go to your spell sheet.
And that's going to be there. Okay, sorry. 13. Spell save DC is 13.
All right. So the one to the left manages to pull up his arm and kind of brace against the force as it kind of pushes his feet, dragging in the sand across. But the other one gets thrown back against the stone foot, clattering against it. Let's see.
2d8.
So the one to your right, 2d8, and I guess that's 7. So he's going to take 7 points of damage. And also, you can push him 10 feet. So does he go 10 feet to our right, I guess? To here?
Yeah, I guess because I can't push him north, right?
Right.
I can't slam him against a wall at this point. So I guess I'm pushing him. Oh, I'm pushing him right next to Steve.
Why would you assume that? Why would you assume you can't slam him against the wall? I slam people against walls all the time.
Yes, slam him against the wall, dude.
Which one? Well,
try
so
anything,
here's the thing. Like given where Squawk is,
he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He pushes him back because that's the way that the percussion's going.
Okay.
It's going that direction.
yeah.
And it's pushing the one to the northeast or the northwest back northwest. So
Okay.
that's the way.
I don't think that one doesn't get pushed.
If he would have been pushed, it would have pushed back to the northwest because it's going out.
And it pushed poor Herman a bit as well.
Oh, desecrated.
As its corpse just kind of slides across, and you see a little smear of blood along the steps.
Could be good.
All right.
We could light it on fire. I don't know.
Why is that always your solution?
I don't know. I mean, it's what we do. I'm not sure. It's what we're best at, really.
All right. So the Allosaurus roars again, looking down at Roland, running down the hill, doing a short leap across the fire, and turning to swing its claw at Roland.
Thing hits like a fucking truck.
It's like a dinosaur. Question: is this dinosaur? Do I look at it and do I feel like I'm related to it?
You are not related to it.
Is this like a bird kind of dinosaur, or is this the reptile kind of dinosaur?
It is what they were all what? Birds are all dinosaurs, but from a long time ago. This is not recent.
Okay.
He would not be invited to your family picnic.
Okay.
Roland, this is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
So that he does 9 points of slashing damage. Also, go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Nice. So he claws at you and tries to pull you down to the pull his claws off of you and step back and keep your feet. And that'll be it for his turn.
Boosh.
Zygmundo.
All right. Shit, the skeleton moved since I last hoped it wouldn't.
They do that.
Am I at a place where I can step away from that skeleton without any consequence, or is he within striking range? Like am I engaged?
You are engaged. He's
Okay.
within 5 feet of you.
Oh, congratulations!
Even though he was there against his will?
Yeah.
All right.
He's not prone.
Yeah, okay.
No, he just got force pushed. Okay.
Worth
That's
asking.
how Cosby likes his engagements.
How did the
come
zombies
on,
have
dude.
-1 initiative? How
Because
slow are they?
Pretty slow.
Okay.
There's zombies. They're not the fast zombies like World War Z zombies.
Their
All
dex is -2, that's why.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
They're like
So they literally
walking
rolled
dead
a 1.
zombies.
They rolled
Oh,
a 1. and
That
then
seems
would-
really
With a negative
bad.
roll.
Really bad for like a fireball. That seems really bad for like a fireball. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, okay. I'm gonna take my turn now if everybody would allow it. I'm gonna take out my geyser flask and I'm gonna point it right at this jabroni right here,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna use that.
Okay. All right. So let's see. He's got a DC 13 strength saving throw. Okay. And he does not make it.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll 1d4.
That's what. Well, yeah, he did at the bottom of that spell.
Yeah, isn't that it?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't see that.
Nice
Well,
macro,
he actually
dude.
rolled the same thing anyway. So,
Shame you can't push him back with that.
No, you can. That's the beauty of it.
Oh,
no,
that's
no. Hold on. Sorry, guys. That actually doesn't work on a creature. That only works on an object. The pushback.
Oh.
I thought that's what was going to happen as well, but that's if you read it, that's not actually.
but he is
There's
prone,
people.
so that's
He
something.
is prone. He is prone.
Okay. He's prone. So now
So
I
he-
can step away without recourse.
Correct.
Right into the Allosaurus.
He can
I'm
get to
gonna-
the other side of the foot.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little hop skip maneuver, and I would like to jump that pit to land right over here.
Okay.
And I believe that was I have to move 1 to the west, and then return, and then
And
jump,
then jumping, yeah.
and then
And that's 30.
Okay. Go ahead and make a acrobatics check.
acrobatics.
Because you got to get by me.
Ah, you jerk.
I
Go
don't
ahead,
mean to
making it.
be here. I don't want to be here.
Make a stupidity check.
Not even supposed to be here today.
That's right.
Okay. Very good.
17, I
All
hope,
right.
qualifies.
Yeah, absolutely. So you make it and kind of land and slide on your feet. Looks pretty cool. You completely clear the pit. The pit
However-
remains a solid floor. It's not a pit.
Money.
To your eyes. Go ahead and roll a d20, please.
Oh, God.
What?
Unexpected consequences.
Oh no. Oh no. There's a spider coming down on me, isn't there?
We hardly knew ye.
Okay, now make a dexterity saving throw.
Please be good.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
That's good. That's good. Okay. So as you land, slides, all of you sudden you hear this chink chink as blades, enormous blades, swing out from the walls.
How penitent are you?
You, as you're sliding, you start to duck. One of the blades kind of chinks into your arm, kind of carving into it. But you're able to roll and kind of do a little rolling fall, and then kind of start to stand back up. You're going to take 7 points of damage because you did save.
Okay.
As a new trap appears.
All right. Is the trap technically over for the moment?
For the moment.
Only for a moment, because it's coming back, isn't it?
You might want to go prone or something. How high up was the blade? Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No, I mean, well, that's a valid question because you said I was sliding underneath. So where are we at with that?
Yeah, the blades are about at waist height.
At waist height. Okay. So I could lie my ass down.
Wait.
That's actually good against ranged attacks too.
All right. So with that bit of knowledge, I can't recall in my head. Does going prone take up movement, or is it an action? Is it?
It'd be the opposite of movement, to my mind.
Just going prone
Letting gravity do the work.
is not going to take up movement.
Just
Okay.
have to decide. You crumble to the ground.
Actually, no. You know what? I'm sorry. Like because you already used your bonus action and everything, so I think you're done at the moment.
Well, so I had a movement action, and then I had a
Yep.
bonus action. I haven't taken a regular action.
That's a good point. So if you want to use your regular action to drop prone, I would allow. Because you can also use that to take your dash. So I'll let you take your dash and spend a part of your dash to drop prone.
85 feet.
What is this barrier right here?
That is a good question. So that is a ledge that goes up about 10 feet. It's actually 7 feet.
Okay.
7. So there's another floor 7 feet above you in that direction.
Not look safe. All right. I guess to save my nuts here, I'm going to probably have to go prone instead of taking my attack action. Is that correct? Like basically, instead of a dash, you're gonna let me go drop.
So what I'm saying is you can always take your dash. That's up to you. You haven't used your action, so you can definitely take your dash. And then I'm saying, I would let you go prone using up 5 feet of movement. So you have a bunch of.
Oh, okay. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So technically, I do have that. Okay. So what I'm trying to ask is, I can make a spell attack and then also go prone with my movement left, correct?
How much movement do you have left? I thought you used up all 30.
1, 2, 3. That's 15.
So you technically have 5 feet left. Yeah.
So yes, we're still good. The math still works.
Yep.
Okay. Great.
The math still works.
Cool. All right. So fantastic. I'm gonna magic missile some bitches.
Okay, so you are going prone using that 5 feet?
But I'm magic missiling, then going
first.
prone.
Got it. Okay.
Yes. All right. Cool. So I'm magic missiling at level 2, which means I have 4 missiles. That's just for 1, right? I never know how that macro.
It's only 1d4. You just shoot more missiles out.
Right.
But yeah, this one always confuses me. It's each missile is 3d4 missiles. Is that right?
No.
No,
I'm
That
using
can't
level-
be right.
missile is 1d4.
It's a
Each missile is
cantrip. It's a
1d4?
cantrip. Like it's a low level
1d4.
spell.
Magic missile's not a cantrip.
It's not.
It's a level 1 spell, right?
The level 1 spell, but
Unless
I
you
cast it
cast
level
it at
2, which
3.
means instead of 3 missiles, I have 4 missiles. So they're all still 1d4. So I'm just gonna simplify this and roll d4.
Yep.
All right. So,
And where'd the +3 come from?
I have no idea because this is the macro I dragged on.
Is that his spellcasting modifier? No, it's got to be higher than that.
It actually says
Okay.
damage 3d4 plus 3.
Yeah, but here Recto just posted it's 1d4 plus 1 per missile.
That's
So go ahead
just
and
from
do another
I
one.
just pasted that from the compendium, so I'm not.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do another
Okay.
1d4 plus 1.
All right.
So
So
2.
that's
So that was 2. Are these all going to the same thing, or?
No. So all right. So okay. I'm going to start. The first one's going here on that guy who's prone.
Okay. And so that's going to be a total of 2 damage on him.
Okay. Now
He took
the
some
next-
from the water too, right?
That's already taken care of.
Okay.
All right. So that's the first one.
Is that the
Second.
only one he's getting?
Yes.
Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. All right, he's in pretty rough shape. He's in very rough shape. He's barely hanging on. Like parts of his rib cage have fallen off.
Cool. Is that guy dead? Is there an X across him? Or is that underneath?
This guy is not dead at all. No.
He's on top of another corpse.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna have this next one go for him.
So all right, so just one of those. The next one is also worth 2 damage. So you had 3 missiles that are worth 2 damage and 1 missile that's worth 3 damage. You had really bad rolls, by the way. 3 of your 4 missiles, you rolled a 1 on.
I've only actually rolled 2 missiles though.
No, you've rolled 4 missiles. So
Can
hover over
you
that
go
7.
back? Wait, hold on. Wait, show me where that happened because I only rolled 2 missiles.
Right. So go ahead and go up to
The 7.
the 7, and you can
It
see that
shows
there
you
was
rolling
3
3
d4 plus 1. That's 3 missiles.
Oh.
And you rolled 1, 1, 2, and 1. That's
Yeah.
awful.
Wow. Okay.
Just despicable.
It happens.
That's really terrible. I gotta fix
Yeah.
that macro because that's the one that just drag and drop from the compendium.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked.
Okay.
It did work. It's just terrible
guess.
result. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yes, that other skeleton's getting 1, and then the last 2 are going toward our Allosaurus friend.
Okay, and you have enough range for that?
It's 120 feet. I damn well hope so.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the 2-point and the 3-point go into the skeleton? Or no. Okay, only the 2-point goes into the skeleton. And then you're having a 3-point and a 2-point go into the Allosaurus. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so -5 on the Allosaurus.
And then I'm going prone, and that ends my turn.
Okay. All right, Steve.
Throwing crossbows for prone now.
All right. So
Yeah.
I don't believe we've ever specified, but the staff that I am carrying, the spider staff, which I
Mhm.
immediately attune myself to.
You cannot immediately attune yourself to a thing.
No,
Does it require attunement?
I did. By immediately, I mean the day I got it.
Okay.
I
retcon that.
I didn't retcon it. I went back and checked the audio recording because
Does it require attunement?
it requires it, and I met the requirement. I checked it like the first
Okay.
day.
All right.
So, but we never specified whether using one of its charges was an
How did
action
you
or a
get that?
bonus action.
I don't think Gerard gave it to you.
You did. We had a big tussle about it in the catacombs because you were holding 2 different staves because you obviously went to get it for spite. So then haven't you taken enough, Gerard? But
So Hilary
Magic missile
specifically
wand.
says, with the staff in hand, you can use your action to cast one of the following spells.
that is a shame. All right. I can cast my Eldritch Bolts at 2 different targets?
Correct.
All right. First Eldritch Bolt will go to the goblin in the boat then.
He is going to have... Gosh, I mean... All right, I'll give you...
He can't know that I'm going to aim at him, right?
I know, but he's got at least 3/4 cover. There's that big tent in there, but I'm going to say you're high enough up that you can just barely see some of him over the top of the tent. So I'll give him 3/4 cover.
Oh, boy. I'm almost wondering if I want to make my move before, but I don't know how far away he can get. Hell. Shit on a biscuit, man. All right. Can I cancel that, or is that a done action?
Well, you haven't done it yet, right?
I mean, I haven't rolled it. So
Yeah.
I'd like to cast Spider Climb out of my staff.
Okay.
Okay, and then just walk straight up the leg muscle onto the knee of this statue.
Okay. Does the southern knee or the northern knee?
I'm envisioning like
Left foot, right foot.
let me ping it. Why can't I ping? am I
Because
doing
you've got the ruler.
Oh, okay. Here.
Southern knee. Okay.
Yeah, southern knee, right?
Yeah.
30 feet up. Did we establish that going prone is part of movement too?
Yeah, I said that it's cost you 5 feet of movement.
Do I have enough movement left to go prone while I'm up on the knee?
You do, because that wasn't That wasn't a full.
It
30
wasn't a
feet
full 30.
together.
Okay, so like sniper pose, but instead of a gun, it's just my one hand holding my other finger.
Okay. Sure. That's pretty cool.
um,
And remind me what that does if you're a ranged attacker shooting from prone.
it doesn't do anything for me, but it does give disadvantage to range attacks against me.
Got it. Okay.
And maybe I have some cover because I'm 30 foot up on a knee as well. That's up to you.
Okay. Fair enough.
That was what I was envisioning, is that it would be extremely difficult to hit if I was 30 foot up and lying down. You'd basically have no target on me.
So you can very clearly see the goblin.
Yeah, I wish I had an action to shoot him with. Unless he can get well away. I mean, I can get him next time, but I got 120 foot range on this blast. But I wish I could do anything to get to him, but I can't think of a thing.
Okay. All right. Back to being the undead's turn. Time. So
It's Roland's turn. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, my mistake.
So let me just move these guys. They don't move very far. Recto, go ahead and roll a. Well, you were just ducking in there. I guess you weren't hiding.
Yeah.
He said he was trying to hide.
No, but hide is an action, and I didn't have an action to take.
How observant are the undead? What's their passive wisdom? Can't
They
be
can smell
hot.
blood. They can smell the blood.
Yeah, the zombie's passive is not super great. It's an 8. All right.
And I can
What's up?
roll if you need me to. But never mind. Nope, I'm not gonna say anything. Sorry.
You don't need to roll.
Okay.
It's okay. They're just kind of lumbering forward. They're not super inquisitive. Roland.
Yay. Well, I kind of have to try this again. I'm gonna
Actually, sorry, real quick. I should probably put EQ on here.
Oh yeah. Ally.
She didn't move or anything. She just dodged her attack and just stayed there.
Yeah, she can go in front of me or after me. I was at the end of the turn.
Yeah. So as the firing the bolts, she kind of starts to head in here.
Oh boy.
And she will go ahead and take a swing at the skeleton with her staff. Okay, and she's able to just knock his head off. And that skeleton is dead.
Great.
Their weakness is knocking their head off, guys.
Roger that.
All right, Roland, it's your turn now.
All right. I'm gonna cast Animal Friendship again.
Do it.
At a level 2, which only here I can put it. Level 2 only gets me basically a second character or second creature, so that of course is not.
Okay. But yours out of level 1
My
slots.
level 1 spell, so
Okay.
we gotta need this.
You picked it. You picked a good one.
And I'm gonna go.
Remind
Hey,
me
buddy, it's
remind me
okay.
of the DC.
15.
15.
Okay. So the Allosaurus starts to lunge towards you as you cast again, and once again it kind of shakes it off, roars at you, and then calms down and kind of looks at you like more inquisitive and friendly.
Oh!
Yeah, reach into the blowhole of the great fish.
I'd like to
easy,
take my
big
bonus action
fella.
to just pat him on the nose. And as best as I can, if anybody, which I don't know how many people are looking this direction, but I want to try to note to the party, like, hey, the neck crust, I don't know, attack, hey. So there's...
So Steve and Squawk could see you. Zigmundo definitely cannot. Doubt.
gotta worry
Recto, I'm
about
not sure if
hitting
you'd be
I'm
able
not
to.
even looking that way. I'm not even worried
Zig,
about that.
Zig doesn't have line of sight, and Recto's in a tent. So
Yeah.
Don't worry, I ain't
Um,
attacking that thing. I got other problems.
you got other things to do.
So here's a quick question about the logistics of this. Are you as DM just going to take his actions, or do I get some direction with that? How do you?
So look, here's the thing. So he's
Because it doesn't say anything about it really.
right. So he counts as charmed, which we can pull up that condition here. I think I can share this with you all.
Is the floor open for opinions on this status?
No.
Okay, then.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me.
This is explanation time.
I
Got
hear
it.
So that is what the charmed effect means.
Okay.
Interact socially with it. Socially convince it to eat zombies.
Now here's the thing. He's charmed to you.
Yeah, but
Oh.
he doesn't charmed by you spell if one of your companions harms the target spell. Spell fails, otherwise the beast will succeed. Yeah.
Anything else you want to do in your turn, Roland?
No, I will look very angry and try to point towards the undead in a kind of a go and see if he understands.
Okay, which undead are you pointing towards?
Just in the general direction, but I'm gonna kind of point.
Northeast.
I'm gonna point right up.
You're pointing at a tent.
Well. There's it. To him.
Okay. All right, so you point at the goblin in the boat that's starting to push off from shore.
Yeah.
All right. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Now you know what? I have my movement, so I'm going to use that.
Okay,
I'm
go
going to move. Kind of in the bush over here.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Does this tent just only? If I can't tell because the things there. This tent only has that one opening.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Yep. And this is fine.
Okay. All right. And it is the skeleton's turn. So let's see. So this skeleton here will he's going to fire at Squawk. So let's go ahead and have that happen now. So he pulls his short bow out, and Squawk, you're going to take 6 points of damage. As
Is that the one right next to him that you said was doing that?
that's correct.
And he got
But
disadvantaged on the range
he did.
attack?
He did not, because he's not within 5 feet because Squawk's in the air.
Oh! Dagger! Well done, DM.
So Nick, that was 6 points of damage to you.
Done.
Okay.
Arrows.
My one weakness.
My one weakness.
So this skeleton comes walking down along here, and hold on a second. Need more dice.
That's not
That's
great.
that's not good at all.
Okay, and as he's walking by, Recto, you see him pause, and then his skeletal head kind of turns around like 180 degrees on his body, looks at you, turns around, and pulls his short sword out and just sticks it through the canvas of the tent to where you are.
Aye.
14 to hit.
Miss.
All right, so the short sword gets tangled in the canvas of the tent. He pulls it back and opens his skeletal mouth and kind of lets almost like a hiss out. Let's see. This one's gonna come down here. It's gonna get to about here.
We got probs.
Get to about
Hashtag probs.
Can't get to that
here.
boat.
So we'll get to about here. All right, and so this one. So there's gonna be one more squawk and one arrow at Roland.
Do I get anything for being in the bush?
No, if you could take the hide action, but
No, I didn't have the act. I didn't have
Yeah.
the action.
So Roland, you're hit for 8 damage.
Damn, boys.
And the arrow against Squawk flies wild and clatters off the leg of the statue.
Okay.
Recto.
All right. Can I get out of this tent? Can I get by him, or do I need to? I would have to go through him. To do that.
You could. So because I would say you could go diagonally.
Okay. I mean, I know I'm going to take opportunity attack, but just think.
Well, I mean, would you? They don't know you're there.
He does. He just tried to
That
stab
skeleton
me.
does.
No, he tried to stab the tent, right?
No, he saw him. He saw
Okay.
him.
Okay.
He knows he's there.
What about the zombies? If someone doesn't know you're there, do you still take an opportunity attack, like in general?
Depends.
Okay.
So,
Depends.
so the zombies just so if I try to scoot out, those zombies might try to hit me too.
So that's where it depends on what you're doing and how you're doing it. I would say that they don't currently know that you're there, but let's say you wanted to scoot to this square to the east of the zombies. The likelihood of them seeing you is pretty high.
No, I'm trying to go towards the boats. On the far side of this undead guy in front of me.
So what I would probably do is probably have you make a stealth roll on your way out. And it wouldn't apply to the skeleton, but it would apply to the
first thing I'm gonna do
whether they heard you.
Is as he
leaving.
pulls that sword back, I'm gonna grab him. And I'm gonna punch him. With that.
All right. And let's see. So he pulls up his arm and pushes your fist to the side.
God sakes. Fucking. These rolls tonight, guys. That was a 3. And as I do that, I'm gonna try to kind of maneuver as I do that and try to sneak by him and basically bolt towards our boat, realizing that I'm gonna take some attacks as I do it.
Okay, so go ahead and roll stealth because you're trying to do so as quietly as you can, right? I'm gonna say this is gonna be at disadvantage because you attacked from within the tent, right next to the zombies.
I rolled twice. I didn't.
I like the first roll first.
Yeah.
Not if it's a disadvantage.
Right, the zombies seem to just keep lumbering by pretty single-minded on the meat that they've seen enter the temple. The skeleton, of course, though, is going to take one last stab at you as you run by him.
Yeah.
And he's going to hit you for 5.
Okay.
As he gets you right in the back, scraping along your back as you push along. So now, where are you going?
Yeah. So I'm running right up. You can see my ruler, right?
I can't. Oh, there. Now I can. Yep.
Yeah. So I want to get to here. I want to get.
Okay.
I can move. I don't know. So 5 plus. That's 40. I know I'm going to take a lot of attacks here, but I'm just trying to slow the boat down, basically.
Well, no, if you're running past them, you're not engaged as you go.
No, I'm still taking attacks when I do that.
That's correct.
Wow.
Quick question,
Mhm.
and I don't know if you might not be able to answer this, but did we take any note of how those rowboats look as we came ashore? The other boats that were there.
Broken.
They were broken.
Okay. Then yeah, so I'm gonna run along this line, basically, and then try to kind of jump on the boat and hit the goblin.
And you have enough movement for that?
Yeah, so that's 5. I have 45, so that's 5. That makes 40, and then that gives me 5 feet to get to the goblin somehow.
So you run with the one blade slicing down your back, past another skeleton who turns and screeches, thrusting his sword forward. You jump over that sword. Another skeleton steps out from behind 2 tents, swinging. What's your
that
AC
fucking
again?
guy, 17.
You narrowly kind of slide under the blade,
Nice.
get
Got some
back up.
Matrix shit going on.
Heroic actions.
1 to go.
The last skeleton pulls both hands, swings, chunks right into your gut with the
Awesome.
short sword, hitting you for 8 points of damage.
That's not great.
Let's go ahead and do a acrobatics check to leap onto the boat.
Oh my god.
All right. So you leap off the shore as the boat kind of pushes off, and you're able to kind of clamber onto the side of it. You kind of land on your wounded side of your torso, and you're able to kind of pull yourself back up face to face with a goblin who is scared shitless and squeals as he sees you.
He's raw.
And
What
then
is happening?
I'm gonna try to punch him when I jump on there.
He brings up he quickly brings up his oar, and you crack right through the oar as it splinters in half.
And then I'm
Does
gonna
he though?
unarmed strike him.
thought
As
he
he does that, I'm
No,
gonna.
no. So he didn't miss the oar, Nick. But he missed
I
the.
shatter the
he
shit
missed the
out of that
goblin.
door. And then I'm gonna roll a 1 when I try to unarmed strike him and kind of kick him in the gut as he's blocking that.
So hold on before you do the unarmed strike. You already used your bonus action to do the unarmed strike against the skeleton in the tent. correct?
No, that was an attack action. I get 2 attack actions per turn.
Okay, got it.
So I attacked him, ran, attacked the second guy, and now I'm doing a bonus action to
Got it.
unarmed
Okay.
strike.
Yep, that does hit. And you kick him off, like you kick him right in the throat. And he kind of grasps his throat and is just trying to suck in air and falls backwards into the water, floating dead.
Okay. Yeah, and that's all I can do. And now I have to hope nothing else hits me. Because I am running on fumes, boys.
What are you down to?
7.
Better get prone in that canoe.
I can't. That's my movement. I'm done.
Nah, next time.
Yeah.
Next
well,
time.
Nick?
If
I'm dying,
you live to see it next time.
Yeah, there might not be a next time. So what's the status of the canoe right now? I'm sorry.
The canoe is actually floating, so it's not tied. It's healthy, but it's not
So I'm just
tied
like
to
a few
anything.
feet offshore, but it is floating.
That's correct.
Gotcha.
It's
Okay.
unharmed, but you're down an oar.
The name of the guide is Iku.
Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna reach. I'm gonna look over to Iku and kind of look at the zombies, look at Iku, and tell Iku. Talking to Iku now. I'm gonna say, am I allowed to? Yeah, even though it's not my turn, am I allowed to just like to have a brief conversation with someone?
Very brief.
Okay. I'm gonna say, you might want to move.
Okay, that's brief enough. Okay, and let's see. So Iku is going to. She is going to. She moves kind of up here, pushing the skeleton. Pushing the skeleton off into the pit. The pit, she kind of slides it to the east. The pit doors open, dropping the skeleton down into the pit.
Crafty. That explains why I fell into it. That's a clever mechanism.
She turns and is going to cast Cure Wounds on Zygmundo.
Woo!
God, she's a healer. Holy Christ, she's a healer.
Uh-oh.
We badly needed
Oh.
such a thing.
She also uses magic. This is important, guys.
And Zygmundo regains 100 hit points.
You regain 6 hit points.
That's not 100, but I'll take it.
That's all he has anyway, so.
Thank you.
Why can't you see what?
No, my I got to refresh roll. It's doing weird stuff to me.
Got it. And that will be her turn.
Okay.
The goblin is actually dead now. So Squawk, it is your turn.
Great. So what I would like to do is, and what I'm going to do, I have a couple of scenarios planned out. So if I can't do one, I want to be able to undo it because it's going to be a game mechanic kind of questions that we're
Okay.
trying to work out here. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over to about.
You're currently 10 feet above where you are right now.
And that's fine. I just want to move. Okay, ultimately, this is what I want to do. I want to be able to. Let me get the pen out here. All right, so I want to fly to about. Here. I want to move to about
Okay.
here. I want to cast Fear. And I want to catch. So it's a 30-foot cone. So I guess my question is, how does a cone work?
So you are 15 feet above the ground.
Okay.
So I mean,
3-dimensional.
I mean, if I need to land. So the way I look, like, depending on how the cone works, like,
Get out your trig
I could
calculator.
hit it.
Yeah, so Troy,
here's what you could probably do. You could probably hit the two that are the one that's directly to your east and the one that's southeast of that. That's about all you could hit.
What about the ones to the
Why?
bank?
What about the one that's 30 feet?
well, you're a 3-dimensional cone, so you're up in the air.
Exactly.
So
You're
Down.
15 feet up, so you got to angle down. You lose a lot of
All right,
your.
so what if I land?
then it's 30
You don't-
feet.
you don't-
It's a
you
right
don't-
angle cone.
You don't have the movement to land where you are right now. We can push you back, and you can do something else. But you
Sure,
flew.
So all right. So based on how these flight mechanics are going to work, let's go back to where I was and show me where I can.
Okay, so you're there. So
Okay,
you
so
are currently 15 feet above the grass, right? So you can move 30 feet
even
in any
if it's-
horizontal direction. If you want to go up or down, then it costs you, like, if you wanted to hit the ground, you would have to spend 15 feet of vertical movement. So you have 15 feet of horizontal movement.
5D
I actually have
check here.
50 feet of movement with I'm flying.
Oh, you have 50? Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's good. So then you could go to where you were and land.
Okay. And then my 30-foot cone would hit how many of the creatures?
And then you, from there, would be able to hit these three. Could you get all four?
We shared cone dynamics at one point because I have the burning hand.
Yeah, I actually have a. Thanks for that. I actually have a thing here that.
Yeah, that's the thing we agreed upon on how it worked because we had a discrepancy like a couple weeks back.
Yeah, give me a
Months
second,
maybe.
guys, because that is a thing I actually do have.
Yeah, my other game, there's a lot of spells I have that are cone based, so it's not easy.
I'm on a boat.
Gonna die on a boat.
On a boat, motherfucker, don't you ever forget.
That is one of the greatest anthem bullshit songs ever. Doing flips and
It's like that old saying, if a tree falls in the forest, can we put Kellyanne Conway under that tree? I don't, not to hurt her, just to get her stuck there.
To get stuck.
Fireball queen.
And then
That's a good. There you go.
Whoa. Oh, yeah,
Whoosh.
that's what the dragon hit us with. That's right.
Whoosh, whoosh, motherfucker.
All right, let me. I've
I
got to
remember that. It almost killed me.
Let me adjust it until
What size cone is that? Because I can actually.
Which way does it?
That's 30 feet.
That's
30
a 30 foot? Okay, so it goes 10, 20. So 30 is its maximum width away from you.
It's a 90. It's a right angled cone, so
Yeah.
it's as wide as it is deep.
Oh, damn, that hits a lot of things.
That's a lot of things.
Yeah, and me.
I could probably turn it so that way it doesn't hit Roland, though, right?
I only have
Yep.
10 HP, so
It's
I
fine,
will
because-
die.
You could do that, for instance.
You won't
And I can
do
still
it
hit,
from.
I can hit them all, right?
Yeah.
hmm
So
well, I mean, depends on what you mean by them all.
All the undead.
You would hit all the things that are in that
in that area.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Do I need? Let me. Okay. So this. Okay. Great. This is awesome. So now what I'm gonna do is I'll click what fear does. Man, spellcasters are awesome.
So the front line be able to get hit. Instead of the squishy ass back.
Now, what I want to do is when I cast this, I'm going to create the illusion that there's a wall of fire coming out from me, and around the border of the cone is where the flames are, and the funnel is going to lead up the staircase into where the trap is, and into where the pit is.
Okay.
So the idea is that the illusion is that there's a wall of fire surrounding them, and that the only path out is through the legs of the statue, which is going to lead them to fall into the pit.
Can you move your token? By the way, it's quite distracting.
Okay. Sorry, I had to look something up.
No, fair enough.
All right. So Nick, I assume you're going to be here.
Mhm.
Okay. And so you are fearing them.
Mhm.
Okay, and so they've each got to do a saving throw. So this is gonna bear with me.
Yeah.
And I did look this up. These skeleton can be feared. So can the zombies. So there are some undead that are immune to fear. These are not.
Turns out
Oh,
they
thank
fear
God.
birds.
That's a good thing.
I was gonna say, I was like, no, I've tried this before. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I was horrified. I was like,
No.
this is a waste.
Would you say you were feared?
I'm going
I
to
was-
say that
I was
have
afraid of
something
it.
for this. I have something for this once this goes through.
All right.
Does it
So
have
what
to do with
was
love pool? Because that's the
what
only
is-
thing we accept.
what is your DC, Nick?
What would you say? It was 14. I just don't hold me to that. Don't start making yours.
Do you want me to pick? Okay.
Yeah. You don't really
13.
say.
That was close. It was 13.
It's 13? Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to start from the top with this zombie. And make his wisdom saving throw. He fails it, so let me mark him with a, I don't know, a little... Oh, I should use yellow. Yellow belly.
There you go.
All right. Next zombie. Fails it.
They fear they're facing a problem.
Skeleton. Fails it. Let's see. Next skeleton.
Backup
Really
defense
fails it.
plan. Backup defense plan kicking off. Funnel and destroy.
Next skeleton.
He's gonna succeed just because he's next to me.
Fails it. Yeah, it's not the one next to you. I'm doing that one last. All right, I
It's
think
the
he's
high
the only
suspense
one
skeleton.
left. High suspense skeleton fails it. Literally,
Oh.
all of them failed it.
Well done.
That is remarkable.
What kind of save is it? Wisdom?
Wisdom of 13. They have -1 modifier. They still all failed it. That's
Wow.
That's
really
pretty
lucky.
great. That's maybe the first really good thing that's gone right for us since we landed on the shore here.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so you
Don't fear the Reaper.
Because they already died, right? I get it.
so they all turn and look at you, and
I get it.
you see them kind of like start to back away and put their hands up and turn away from you and start to move.
Start to move. They should be hauling ass away from me based on
Well-
the spell description.
Well, maybe they would if it was their turn.
Maybe it's true.
Is it the
So again, so from a mechanic standpoint, is what I'm going to say? Okay, like I want to create the illusion that there's like this wall of fire surrounding them.
Sure. You get to pick. You get to pick.
So okay, so my idea is that in this cone now, like each creature is seeing a wall of fire that's surrounding them, and that it's
Okay.
leading them into the path that is up the stairway between these legs. Like they have to the idea would be that they're running straight into where the trap is. Now, understanding that Iku's there, but that I'm trying to create the illusion that there's there's only one path out for them, and that path is through.
So the rules of the spell is they have to take the safest available route. That is not really the safest available route because that's actually towards their
definitely
enemies.
not the safest available, right?
Like they wouldn't know about the traps, but they do know that that's where the rest of your party is. So that's not the direction that they're going to run.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a good try.
Okay, I guess that's okay.
And I like the new cone animation. I'm very excited about it.
There we go. All right. Anything else, Squawk?
Nah, I think that's enough. I think I've talked enough for this turn.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Allosaurus' turn. So,
Herman
the Allosaurus.
2.0.
This is where it
The
ends for
Allosaurus.
Recto.
Herman.
Can we call it Hermione?
Hermanosaurus.
Hey, if you want to take a look under the hood and see if it's a woman or not, you do that.
I've got my face down in some stone, avoiding blades. I'm not looking at you.
What about
a little
Allison?
preoccupied.
I like Allison.
Hermanosaurus.
Okay. So the Allosaurus follows Recto or Roland, sorry, up
Oh god,
in this
he
direction.
said Recto. God damn it.
Kind of looks at you as you slide into the bushes, and then runs up and claws at this skeleton in front of you.
Because it still doesn't like intruders.
Well, now they're definitely scared.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? We're gonna get you a treat.
And rakes across, grabbing some of the ribs and tearing them right out, dragging the skeleton down to the ground, and now bites down at that skeleton. And pulls its head out right off of its body,
Holy shit.
killing it.
Who's a
now
good
these are
boy?
definitely scared.
All
Yeah,
right.
you're a better Herman than the first.
If I've learned anything
Uh,
from Jurassic Park, it's don't go to the Porta-John while there's a dinosaur attack going on.
Second verse, same as the first.
All right, that was the
Step
Allosaurus'
better.
turn. Zigmundo. You're
Sorry,
muted.
Lexi just landed. I'm real quick. Like, give me like 30 seconds. I'm sorry.
Her
Sure.
arms must be exhausted.
Should we actually take a 5-minute break?
Yeah, love it. Love it.
Yep.
See you back.
What a cluster this is.
This went bad really fast. But
No, it didn't.
well, it went
Herman
bad,
2.
and then our plans went to shit pretty quick.
What plans? We had no plans. We were reacting. All of us were just
Well,
reacting.
The plans after I fucked everything up is what I mean. But
Oh yeah, okay, yes, but yeah, I mean, but still, I mean, it's like
I'm
we
in
do
trouble,
what we
man.
can, right?
I'm on an island down here.
Roland was like, another animal friendship out of my ass. You know, it's like that. If he hadn't had that, available,
Dude, if you
we might
can,
all be dead.
if you
we
can take
we
that
might
guy
all
out,
be dead.
maybe.
I'm actually looking at different screens since we're on a break, and I'm not even
Oh.
going to look at it because this is privileged communications.
That's
This
true.
is-
That's a fair point.
he-
I'm out of here on an island, and I have 7 HP. I'm in trouble. I have a healing potion, but like I have to give up my attacks to do it.
Yeah, hunker down in the boat, drink the healing potion, get to where you can be useful, and then get back in here because there will be skeletons left.
Yeah. The whole lure them into a field and let Zygmundo light them up thing.
Well, they're still all there, but now the Allosaurus is there, so I think I'm going to try to focus my attacks on knocking targets away from people that might experience opportunity attacks, or maybe killing them,
or just fireball them. Yeah.
Well, no, if I fireball it, then it gets the Allosaurus at this point. You saw what a 30-foot cone was. I've got a 20-foot radius on that thing, so that's at least a 4x4. So I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 undead, but it would also get the Hermanosaurus.
Thinking
I might as well get him. Keep working. Let's assume it's a 4x4 cube. The most I could get without hitting the dinosaur is 4.
30 feet is not 4x4, by the way.
20 feet. 20-foot cube.
Oh, that's what your fireball is?
Yeah. Or not a cube, a radius. I'm
just
sorry.
The fact
like
that we don't have to worry about this fucking Allosaurus is it's
huge. A major weight off the mind. Roland MVP again, based on this one thing.
Druid things. So how do we deal with this animal? It's like, I don't know, diplomacy. Let's just talk to the Allosaurus and be like, let's be friends.
What does it like? Maybe we share interests.
Yeah.
Did you see Infinity War Allosaurus? Wasn't it bonkers?
Yeah. Hey, Allosaurus, do you like big hunks of meat? There's a bunch of them. Go get them.
Well, some of them are a little bony, but, you know.
Not be picky here, right? Let's not...
It's like,
don't tell them that.
It's like a mini game, you know? You gotta carve your way through the bony ones to get to the meaty ones.
Nice save of the boat there. Or, well, I guess it's a partial save so far. But
so far, it might not be a save. Well, I don't think the undead are going to take the boat.
No, the boat will still be saved if your corpse is on it. It'll just be a corpse-laden boat.
I will tell you that boat was going to be pretty damn close to gone next turn.
Yeah.
He was gonna,
was it going to be all the way off the board?
No, I'll show you where it would have probably been. It was going to be somewhere around like here.
Are we still on bio break?
Oh, I could have gotten him then. I could have gotten him from my my.
Well, you might have been able to get the goblin at that point, but
the boat's out in the current at that point. I mean, it's gone.
That's right. Someone would have had to go. Someone had to go fish it out. So the boat is saved. We can still travel to Camp Vengeance.
The boat is not saved yet.
Let me.
The boat is
properly.
The current status of the boat is saved.
Yeah.
Okay.
The person holding down the boat has 7 HP right now. So.
Also, how many oars are in each boat?
3. Well, 2 in this one. 2 in this one.
Okay.
I would say there's normally 1 for each person.
God damn it! I broke an oar. Fuck.
Well, no, that's all right. There's clearly oars along the bank. He said the boats were broken. He didn't say there wasn't one salvageable oar along this whole dock here.
We might be able to find one. Yeah. Sure.
I suspect.
And then we can sing "Narrow Road."
No, it's Michael row your boat ashore.
I said "Narrow Road."
You might not want to row it ashore for a minute until you drink your healing potion.
Yeah.
Do we have Andy back?
It's my turn, though. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
I think we can. If you're not doing anything related to Roland, then I think you can go ahead and take your turn.
Okay. So, a lot of investigatory stuff here. I assume the blades are still swinging, pendulum-like.
So that blade swung once and has receded.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a Nick question. Did it go from north to south or south to north?
It was actually 2 blades that kind of came out overlapping a bit from both directions.
Can say that questions, but those are perfectly legit questions.
I didn't say it wasn't. I just wanted to
say it was a Nick question.
I just want to qualify the type of question. So we're looking at it's like doing this thing, right? Like Indiana Jones.
Like a cheese cutter, not a pendulum.
Like a windshield
Actually,
wipers on a bus.
Let me look this up.
Like a cheese cutter. You know? Across, not dip.
Across from what?
Across from itself.
What is a cheese cutter?
A little piece of wire that cuts a cheese in half.
Like Velveeta. Then you used to cut
Oh.
Velveeta cheese.
I thought you meant like a cheese grater.
No, a cheese
So,
cutter.
So I'm sorry. So these are actually, you saw these two enormous scythes come out of the ceiling, out of the walls, and slice down vertically across. Do it twice
Okay.
and then recede back.
Right,
Oh,
so
hell's
it's
breakfast.
like one of these things, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I
Weird.
wasn't
Or
watching the
not.
camera. Can you show me what these things are one more time? Oh, that's unfortunate. That's not great.
Nope.
Vertical.
That's
Vertical,
not
not,
what you want,
not horizontal. So,
especially having played God of War so very recently.
yep.
So being prone does not help you in the situation.
No, it does, because it said the blades come down about waist high.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
can't change
DM
that now.
question.
That was the mechanic. All right. So, if I were to put like a staff up at the right time, do you think I may be able to lodge them together?
You can try.
Can certainly
Okay.
try.
So, I'm going to make a wild assumption from looking at the next 5 feet to my east
Right.
that it's probably the same thing happening there, right? So what I'm
I
going to
don't
do
know.
is I'm going to take my wait, what?
Only one way to find out.
Only one way to find out. Yeah.
He's not going to tell you what's going to happen.
Yes. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my rubber chicken and put it at the end of my quarterstaff, and I'm gonna put my hand on the
God,
tile, but I'm gonna wave the rubber chicken in the air.
Wait, what are you putting your hand on top of?
So I'm putting my hand on the ground 5 feet to my east
Yep.
while waving a rubber chicken on the end of the staff.
Okay. I'm going to say if you want to do this, it's going to cost you.
This is my full movement. I'm not.
It's going to be your action, I think.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Totally
Your action is
anticipate
any chance of
that.
attack.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a d20.
You said roll d20.
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh, freaking rolls are terrible tonight.
They've been fucking awful.
God.
Well, in
Oh
fairness,
no,
in this
his
case, it did what
chicken
he wanted.
staff roll didn't work. What shall we ever do?
So you put your chicken up
God.
on top of, stick it out and kind of press down on the floor tile to your east, and you can feel kind of as you push your weight onto that tile, it shifts down just a bit, almost imperceptible, but you can barely feel it because you're looking for it. And the sights, a new set of sights, swing down. Which staff are you using?
Well,
I have a wooden quarterstaff.
you had one. Now you have two sticks.
No, wait. While you're looking at these rolls, reminder, like
You
the
have
goal
two
is
sticks.
to lodge it together somehow.
I'm well aware of what the goal is. So you stick that staff out, the sights slice down, cut directly through the end of the staff, which flies up in the air. Sights come back down again, tearing through the chicken, which the rubber chicken gets sliced into a few shreds.
No, the chicken.
Falls down to the ground, and you see the bits of chicken kind of roll down into some cracks, some crevices where they're made for those blades. Because the next set of blades you also notice go lower than the blades that are directly above you right now, and the chicken kind of rolls out of sight.
Don't worry, guys. He'll be back.
It'll be back.
So your quarterstaff is now like a
3/4 staff.
Now
That would be more. That would be longer.
Daredevil
Did not get
batons.
longer. Did not triple in length.
It's a 1/8 staff.
4/5 staff.
Yes.
The 4/5 staff.
4/5.
It would be 2/5 actually. I whatever. 2/5 staff. I'm gonna update my inventory real quick here.
That's one less damage.
Oh, that still would be longer. It did not get longer.
Wait. 2/5 is 20%, not 25%.
Oh yeah.
2/5 is 40%, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1/5 staff. You're right.
Yeah.
1/5
staff.
staff.
We're
Otherwise
also
known as
bad
a
at
staff.
math.
Okay. That was my action, and I'm not gonna take any moves, so I'm gonna shelter in place, and this ends my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flames of Tresendar attempt math -2 modifier.
All right, Steve.
All right. Well, Steve had himself some sniper thoughts, but now plans have changed. His first shot. Now let me ask, since I'm 30 foot up, if I'm shooting at this guy here, what's his cover situation?
I would say he has no cover because of your
From where I am. Okay, excellent. My first, well, hell, I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Hex.
against that skeleton.
Yep.
Okay.
Disadvantage of Dex.
Okay.
Okay, and take the old blast at that one first.
Okay. Do you have advantage for any reason?
Yeah, Hansy's helping me. Remember last session he was on my soldier and I set him to permanent help. I did. It's on record.
He did say that.
Okay.
Let me take 2
All right.
hours to go back to review that record.
Yeah. All right. So,
3 hours,
so
but it's there. Mike listened to it.
the blast flies out, arcing over the tent and blasting right in the chest as he flies back into the tent behind him.
Yeah, and he does go 10 foot back.
Fuck that guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a 1d4.
I should roll a 1d4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it does an extra 2 damage to him as he gets slammed against the ghostly fabric.
Money. So he took 10?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You don't know the blast on him.
Okay. But is he in a different location than he was? Can he at least
No.
be?
I mean,
Okay.
yes, yeah, okay. I'd be willing to move him there. Yeah.
All right. And then my next one will be against this fine fellow over here.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
But it's since my current one is dead, this is just a standard Eldritch non-hex.
Yep.
God, the damage rolls.
Okay.
Christ.
So you hit him for 4, and he, I assume, gets pushed back 10 feet to there.
Correcto.
Yeah, to there.
You rolled a 2,
Okay.
a 3, and a 1 for damage.
I know, but
God, these rolls are killing us tonight.
I mean, at least I hit him. I
You
mean,
did.
it would have been worse if I'd got the ones on the attack roll.
Huh?
All right. Are you
No,
done,
I
Steve?
appreciate it. I'm just saying, man, we've been unlucky.
Let's see.
To be fair, so have they. I caught 5 people with a fear.
Yeah, no, you're killing it, and I
So
got you
far,
away
Nick
from
is
your
MVP.
opportunity attack there.
You,
Swan.
no, Nick. You caught 6 people with fear.
Oh, yeah.
You did, and I got you away from the opportunity attack. So the funneling should work. So just no,
Peter, you
I
done?
got nothing else.
Our damage is a little preoccupied.
That's
Our
all.
AoE damage.
Okay. All right. So zombie's turn.
Oh
so
wait,
let's see.
my bonus action, I telepathically communicate to Eco. Run! Get in the pit! Run!
Get in the pit. Okay.
Get in the pit.
We'll see,
Get in the pit.
we'll see
Yeah.
if she listens to that.
Now the zombies and the skeletons might be coming in there.
That's-
how would you get in the
Why would
Whatever,
she
I
want to get in the-
communicated
They're
it.
already
I'm
not
done.
coming that way. You already
It's
said it.
done. I did it. It's a matter
Let
of
them
public
come.
record.
Let them come, says Zygmundo.
No, 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 no.
Bold words from the wounded man hovering in the boat and the dude who's getting his staff chopped to bits by Symes.
Yeah. We're not in position A. I mean,
Us people out here in the world are gonna figure out how to live. Okay, you guys, you do your thing.
oh Christ.
All right. So,
This is it, boys. It's been fun.
all right. So, 2 of the zombies are going to attack the Allosaurus.
Good.
No.
Well, Herman
Welcome,
2.0
Jim.
was only our friend
it's
for a
good.
day.
Because the Allosaurus will attack back.
So they
Yeah,
both
but
hit
don't we
him.
lose linking with him?
No.
No.
Oh, it's only if we attack.
That's
if
if we
you
do.
attack, then I can't help you.
He's
You
still
should
going to
already-
defend himself, regardless.
How high can an Allosaurus jump?
They're
30 feet.
pretty tall to begin with.
One zombie's going to attack Squawk. Misses. One zombie is going to attack Recto. Your AC is what again?
27. 17. 17.
All right, it barely misses.
Oh my
I
god.
say,
Okay.
wouldn't that be under disadvantage with him being in the boat?
So 2 of the zombies, both one kind of just slams its limbs dumbly against the Allosaurus, and another one kind of tries to sink its maul into one of his legs. Both kind of landing their blows against the Allosaurus, which roars out in pain. The other 2 zombies take swings, lumbering swings at Squawk and Recto, who are both able to easily dodge out of the way.
Has anyone looked up the stats for an undead Allosaurus?
Roland,
I'd rather fight an
It's your turn.
undead Allosaurus than a live Allosaurus.
So I'm gonna move up to here.
We might have a chance to find out.
okay.
I don't think I have control of my token. I want. Shit, I didn't check the range on that. Yeah, no, we're good. I would like to cast level 2 Moonbeam, which
Moonbeam.
is. See, how do I link it? And
Just copy paste.
You just gotta copy and paste. It's annoying.
So in your spell, in the future, in your spell,
Sorry.
you can pull the settings down, and there's a checkbox at the bottom to paste the spell text.
Yes.
whoa,
Okay.
sorry, and it's that first roll.
5 foot radius.
It's a 5 foot. They basically have to do a Constitution saving throw against my 15. It takes 1d10 or 2d10 for a failed save, 1d10 for a successful.
Okay.
So
And
under
that's-
our-
I can
under-
move it as my bonus action.
Under our new mechanics, a 5 foot radius is a 3x3 box. Because the radius goes
no,
5
no, no.
foot.
No, it's a 15-foot radius.
Yeah, that's a
5 foot
one.
radius
5
is
foot
a
is one
2
box,
One
Yeah,
box.
it's one box. I can target one.
and it's the zombies box that you're doing here.
Yes, this guy. And I do have a question. Are the skeleton? I assume both of these are considered undead. They're not something else weird.
They're both undead. That's
All right,
correct.
just want to double check.
That's actually a good question.
I mean, I don't know what else it could be, but we're in a weird place. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
but undead didn't used to be scared of
Mhm.
fears. But
I think
now
that might be a
these ones
5th
have
edition
fear.
difference.
No, because in the tunnel, I tried to scare some things. The ghouls, they weren't scared at all.
That was a different module at a different time.
You mean the chunk?
The module wouldn't matter. It's just
The
I
creature-
looked
he
at
said
them.
some are.
These are not
fearful and some
special. These are not special skeletons or zombies. These are the normal skeleton zombies. They are
Okay.
not. They're just normal to fear.
Right.
There are things they're immune to, but it's not that. Okay, well, so they're not going to take any damage right now, though, because they're on their turn.
That's my turn. That's my movement at mine.
Okay. So, but you saw that, right? That they'll take damage when they start.
Yeah. Maybe my mic sensitivity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Okay. And this is a concentration spell, correct?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If I go into wild shape, it continues, but I can't do the additional stuff like moving it.
Is animal friendship concentration?
No, it is not. Which I was surprised.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
Yeah, animals don't know. They're just friends, and then you're a friend for life.
I thought it seems like one that would. But,
It does seem like one. All
Has
right.
anyone ever met a dog?
That's
You only
true.
have to befriend it once.
You feed it once, you're good. I mean,
Yeah,
that's it.
you're good
Yeah.
forever. You don't have
You're
to
good
keep
for a
working
day.
on it.
You're good for a
All
day.
right.
I'd like to thank you.
Skeletons.
Thank you for that, Roland. Appreciate it.
I'm trying.
Actually, that skeleton I moved prematurely, but
We're all doing
that's
our
where it
best
would go
to save
now.
you from the consequences of your actions, right?
Hey,
Yeah,
our
I
boats
know.
are there, which is apparently very important. Not apparently, it is. Why they're trying to take them.
It was a pretty heroic dash to get to the boat. I got to give you that. You had some sweet moves.
Well, only
Okay.
if you're going, no!
So the Allosaurus is going to take a swipe at
I
one
was just gonna
of
ask
the
that.
skeletons that's fleeing,
Parkour.
but misses.
Oh God, Alice, what are you good for?
Come on, Allosaurus.
But they
Good
also,
for not
and I'm
killing
sorry,
us.
What are
These-
you good for?
these things also get. Hold on, guys. So these things that actually get to. Okay. Okay. All right. Understood. Okay. I'll get back to that in a. Well, actually, yeah. So I've got to make some more wisdom saving throws. Sorry. Oh my God, this thing's annoying. All right. So
Say it again.
Every turn.
Troy is lagging out, everybody. There's too many targets. It's-
what is a Squawk? Your DC is what again?
14.
14.
14 or 13. Sorry, I'm gonna remember this eventually.
It was 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so these two zombies made their saving throw. So at the end of their turn, if they've moved out of line of sight of you, they get to make another saving throw attempt.
Correct.
And I forgot to do
That's
that.
the way that is the way I understand it.
Excuse me.
Let's see. That one can probably still see you. But that one can't, so let's see. That one's still feared. Okay. All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20. So one of the skeletons heads up to attack the Allosaurus. Another skeleton comes in to attack Squawk. This skeleton moves its way into the water to attack Recto.
Fuck.
All right, so skeleton attacking the Allosaurus. Swings and stabs right into the belly of the Allosaurus.
No.
Skeleton attacking Squawk.
Mhm.
Swinging a short sword at you. Misses.
Okay.
Skeleton attacking Recto. Misses as it swings down right onto the edge of the boat.
Can I give that zombie bardic inspiration?
It's fair. It's fair. It is. It's fair.
All right. And yeah, Recto, it's your turn now.
So, my goal is to get this boat back to a place where it's not going to float away. Like, is that already the case, or like it looks like it's going to float into these busted boats and maybe kind of go ashore anyway?
You're in it, man. Defend yourself.
I mean, so you're. How much time do you want to spend trying to figure out what's going to happen to it?
Not a lot. Hopefully, like after as I jumped in it last turn, I kind of realized where I was and what was going to happen.
So the river flows north. To remind you,
that's right. So theoretically, it would flow straight up and kind of into the bank there. Hello.
You can wait and find out.
Oh, God damn it!
I think Meryl lost audio.
No, I'm right here.
I think Meryl's never been canoeing before.
No. I don't want to jump off this boat and lose it. Is my issue.
You better not.
So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drink a healing potion. I have one left. Potion of healing.
Okay.
Doesn't that take your action?
That's my action. That's why I'm asking that, because like I want to secure the boat first, and if it's going to take an action to do that, then I can't drink my healing potion, and that's why I'm asking.
All you got to do is kill one.
Maybe figure out how far
and
you're
not
going to
die.
float in it. How far you're going to float in the turn.
Yeah, so that's a good point. So you guys, do you wanna float first? Say the boat gets to go first.
And will they get an attack of opportunity?
Wait, say that again, Troy. You kind of cut out.
Do you want to have the boat float first? Like the boat kind of gets some movement of its own since it's in a current, which would move you. No, things would not get an attack of opportunity because it's forced movement. The only time they get an attack of opportunity is when you choose to move.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You know what? I'm going.
Actually, we're gonna go ahead and say that that's what happens. So the boat flows a little bit out and north.
Fuck.
And you along with it. So,
So at this point, like it's shallow enough where I can jump out on the west side of the boat and push it back to shore.
yeah.
Right.
If there wasn't a bunch of undead critters in
So
the
I'm going to
way.
drink my healing potion, and heal for that much.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to jump out on the fucking west side of the boat in the middle of this godforsaken river where I don't know what the hell's in it.
Okay, so that's going to use up 5 feet of your movement, and it's going to be an attack of opportunity for the skeleton. Who swings his short sword at you. Hits you for 6.
There's my healing potion. Okay. And as my bonus action, I'd like to use key point and take patient defense.
Okay.
Take the dodge action and just kind of keep the boat where it is.
Okay.
I just kind of hang on to it, keep me. So he hit me over the boat. Is that right? Oh no, he hit me as I
so it was
jumped
an
out
attack
of the
of
boat.
opportunity. He's hitting. Yeah, you're turning your back to
left.
him and jumping off. He swings at your back, and scrapes.
So
scrapes
there's
down
no
the
way
back.
I can like push the boat into him or anything, right? Like I use my action to drink my potion. So
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This turn you wouldn't be able to push it into him. You could probably move the boat with or downstream.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's do that. Let's let the boat float. Like, if I can, I'd like to kind of just hold the boat and work my way downstream past the other boat.
Okay, so the river's not flowing super fast here, but you could help it forward with your own movement. You've got like a lot of movement left.
I do. I've used 5 feet. I have 40 feet left theoretically. So,
why don't? So here's what I would say is why don't you say where you want to move, and as long as there's 5 feet to your east, the boat will move with you. As long as there's another river tile to your east. Like you can't move on land, and well, I mean, we could talk about you dragging the boat onto land, but
I don't want to. So the bank up here, the bank up here north of me, is it steep?
keep a water tile to your east, and the boat will go there.
Right. Is that a steep bank to my east, or is that just shore? Like that's all we're.
It's steeper. No, it is steeper than the landing that you were previously at.
But it's not like a cliff, like something
not
where
a cliff.
I can't. I could drag the boat up onto it if I wanted to.
You could.
All right.
It would be just more effort.
So I'd like to do that. I'd like to drag the boat north, kind of as far.
Can you show me where you want to be?
Yeah. Like up. Say here.
Okay, so here's what I would say: is we could get you there, and the boat kind of right next to you there.
Yeah. And there's no way I can get the boat on shore this turn.
How much movement do you have left?
Sorry, guys. I know it's taking a while. I apologize. I was right there, so I went 5, and then.
So you used
40. So I have 5 feet left, basically. And
so
here's the thing. So here's the thing. I don't want to use my. If I was able to do that, I don't want to use my Step of the Wind. I'm sorry, because I didn't realize I could do that. I know I said I'd use that, but instead, what I'd like to use is my. I didn't want to use my Patient Defense. Instead, what I'd like to use is my Step of the Wind.
Okay.
Which gives me an extra.
Now you can take your dash. Yeah. How many key points do you have left after this?
That leaves me with 1 left now.
Okay.
And so I'd like to do what I can to get the boat on shore with that key point, basically.
Okay, I'll say that it would take half a movement to get the boat up onto shore.
Half of my 45.
Yeah. Or I'll say it'll cost you 15 movement, half of a normal movement to get it up onto shore.
All right. Well, then I'll get it up on shore, and then I'd like to run up and just kind of hang out.
And actually, so I'll say that actually costs you 35. So to get there, that's 40 total feet.
What's your bill?
Yeah, that's all I want to get to. I just want to get there and then stop.
Okay.
I'm done. Sorry, guys. I know it took a while.
Merrill trying to string these.
What's your final foot village?
Anchored out and floating all summer long.
Yeah.
Well done taking care of the boat, though.
You can't stop me, motherfucker, because I'm on a boat.
Let's see.
You got a nautical theme, Pashmina Afghan?
You know,
You the king of the world? Your name ain't Leo?
All right, so
we were kind of angry that we hadn't had a combat in like 3 weeks. So that's definitely making up for it.
We're making up for it, yeah.
So Zygmundo, you can see Iku chanting something, and all of a sudden, Zygmundo and Steve feel a little empowered as you've received the effect of bless.
Oh, I was gonna say she's flipping Viagra to me. Like I don't know.
So let me.
That's an extra 1d4 on everything.
I do feel empowered.
It's at least a 1d8.
Yeah, so 1d4. So. Oh.
Who is this to?
This is for Zygmundo and Steve.
That's right.
And that is Iku's turn.
We've only killed what, 3 of the undead, by the way, guys?
We're setting him up. We're setting him up for a hard fall.
It's been 2 hours. Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm the worst.
No, I think we found a new theme band for you. I'm pretty.
We have a second Herman. Let's really focus on what matters here.
Right. Some things are more important than others.
Okay, so
we have a new pet. I'm sure this one will fare much better than every previous pet we've ever had.
Oh no, vicious mockery.
All right, so who's this at?
So this was kind of this was more of a like letting you see it, and I guess now that I've rolled the dice, if it does work, that I'm stuck with this. But is this kind of as a ranged attack?
Yeah.
So if I'm attacking these guys, like I have disadvantage on them because they're next to me.
No, because it's not a ranged attack spell.
Well, so I'm asking that's because I know
You don't roll an attack.
It has
This is
a
not
range,
it
but
has
it
a
is not
range.
a ranged a spell.
Exactly.
okay. So am I stuck with
You
using
can
this
mock
instead?
someone from any distance. away.
That was my thought, but I thought that we have also decided that when
Look,
you
all right.
like magic missile next to someone that you had disadvantage or something. I thought
No, not magic missile. So only things that have an attack roll.
Okay, so that's fine.
So no, you're not stuck with this one if you don't want to be stuck with it. But let's be careful about that in the future. Let's ask the question before we.
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna roll. That's fine. You know what? I rolled this. That's fine. I'm just gonna stick with what I rolled. That's fine. I'm going to be looking at the zombie that tried attacking me. That's immediately to my west,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna say, "Caesars don't fear the Reaper."
Okay. All right. So let's see. Wisdom saving throw.
Blue Oyster Cult, as we know, scares all zombies.
All right. He fails his wisdom saving throw.
Unwise.
So he'll take the 4 damage. So you actually hit him for max damage, by the way.
Did I? No.
It's a 1d4.
At the first level.
I rolled.
Because you're at 5th level. Okay. Oh yeah. Actually, you did horribly.
I
was a
did least damage because I have a +2 modifier, so that was the least damage. That
Although I don't know why you would have a +2 modifier on this thing. It doesn't say anything about that.
No, there's no damage modifier on your spells. Push on.
Yeah, then -2. I'll fix that. We'll
Yeah.
fix
So
that, -2.
yeah. Yep. Okay.
It's 1. Ugh.
All right. And it now has disadvantage on its next attack. Okay.
That's just the
Yeah, that's
worst
fine.
song to try to come up with like clever attack lines.
All right.
with.
So
No,
Squawk, are
actually,
you
'cause
done?
that
Or
was actually not the one that I wanted to use. That was actually not the one that I wanted to use. The line that I wanted to use, that was just the first line that I came up with, so that's fine.
all right, Nick, are you done, or are you
Yeah,
doing
that's
something
fine.
else?
Yeah, I viciously mock him by saying, "Your damage is you no damage." Dude, yeah, that's fine. Pass.
Okay. All right. The Allosaurus roars and yeah, he's gonna claw at the skeleton. But the skeleton's able to just kind of push the claws off to the side. So it'll be
What skeleton is he attacking? That he can,
The only
one to
one
his
near
east.
him that's alive.
that one? He only has 5. You can reach that in a 5 foot?
yeah, he's just standing on steps right next to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood.
He's also like 15 feet tall, so.
Yeah, sure. He has very short arms.
But even if he was of normal height, he could reach that because that guy's not actually up at any it's not like up on a different level.
Okay. Sorry.
He's on a staircase. Zygmundo, it's your turn, and you're muted.
Hey, Troy, is there only one zombie now? Was there only one thing that's still
That's
feared
it.
now?
There are 3 skeletons that are feared right now. I don't think there are any feared zombies anymore.
Okay, but it's okay. I just couldn't. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I have the blessed. So
Yeah.
that's great. I think what I'd like to do is to
Oh, that's great.
scuttle my way to the side of the pit and attempt to drop down into it.
Okay.
So
So you're able to do that. Go ahead and roll acrobatics.
all right,
You're
is
doing-
this acrobatics because I'm like avoiding the blades, or because I need to lower myself down 5 feet?
It's not 5 feet. It's like 20 feet.
Oh, it's 20 feet.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so you need to roll acrobatics to land in a way that doesn't break your ankles.
You can stick the landing. Channel your inner 14.
And you do it.
Yay!
So you kind of roll yourself off the edge just as another set of the blade swings comes, and you hit the bottom and roll, and it hurts a little bit, but you dust yourself off, and you're fine.
All right. All right, so I'm now there. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Was not anticipating that, but what I'd like to do now is go 5 feet west, and I have a rope. I would like to throw it up to our guide in the attempt to climb out.
Okay, so you've used up most of your movement because I think the fall down would have used up a bunch.
Yeah.
You're able to get the rope out and throw it up to her, and she grabs on and takes hold of it.
Okay, and
so the rope is now there.
That's probably going to end my turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Steve.
All right. Well, spoiled for choice as I am, I feel like I'll probably take my first poke at the skeleton to the north of Squawk.
Okay.
Being as he is hexed.
Yep. Sure.
Hansi continues to guide my finger ever so subtly with his Eldritch forces. Okay.
All right.
Do the damage rolls.
That's a miss.
Well, as the attack roll is the problem here.
It is.
So we'll try one more time, I guess.
Okay. So that one hits. So is that a total of 10 damage?
Do the damage rolls.
Total of 10.
All right. So it flies back.
I knocked another one off the list.
Both arms pop off, fly back as it skids along the ground.
12 to go?
Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Mr. Potato Head.
Could be going faster.
All right, Steve.
And I encourage my fellows to do well.
Hey, team.
And then that ends my turn.
Oh, and you forgot. Hey, you forgot. It's too late now, but remember for your next turn, you had a D4 that you could have added to your attack roll.
For the bless.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You botched that one.
Would that have helped?
That could have.
A 15 instead of an 11? I think probably.
Yeah, probably would have done it. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I did forget that. Thank you.
I forgot. Yeah, we.
All right. So let's go ahead and start the zombie's turn by taking care of rolling your spell here. So,
Mr. Moonbeam.
We're gonna have
DC
zombie
15.
DC 15 Constitution. Let's see.
Johnny Moonshanks.
And they take 2d10 radiant on fail.
Okay, so he succeeded.
Oh, Christ!
So
Oh
one d10 radiant.
Okay, so he takes half as much. So have you rolled it? So go ahead and roll it, and then we'll chop it in half.
I don't think it. First, I've done this spell, so
Some party is having the night of their lives. Wow.
boom,
Half a 2.
Wow.
boys, that's a double one right there.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Come on, pour it on. Right?
All right. Okay, doke.
I hope the opposite party to us is...
No, you roll 2d10, but it takes half as much as your roll.
He did roll 2d10.
I rolled two.
He did.
2 1.
He rolled a double 1.
Oh my god.
And some party across the earth destroys God.
Thanos. What?
Some party's like,
Wow.
oh my god, we just killed this dragon in 3 turns. What the hell just happened?
I take the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
I kill everyone that ever bothered me with a snap of my fingers. God.
All right, so 3 attacks against 4 attacks against the Allosaurus.
You kind of cut out there, but it sounded like you were going to say 3 attacks against Allosaurus.
What's your AC, Nick?
1 more than whatever you rolled. 14.
So as these 3 zombies start to mob you, you're able to push one of them back away from you. And as you do that, 2 others kind of latch onto you and start gnawing on your shoulder. You take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Let's see what happens with the Allosaurus here.
You said 6.
6 total. Yep. All right, and a couple other zombies managed to keep clawing at the Allosaurus a little bit more. And Roland.
I'm just checking. 20 foot. Boys, I'm gonna need a short rest. I need a long rest after this.
We all are.
Every single person is gonna need a long rest after this.
Use it all, man.
What time is it?
11:19.
Time for a little
Still-
thunder,
Plenty of time for everyone to die.
a little lightning,
All right.
a little thunder, lightning.
I am going to cast Erupting Earth.
Ooh.
What
Okay.
is that?
It's a
20
20-foot cube.
Can you show me what a 20-foot cube looks like? Is that a 5x5?
4 by 4.
4x4?
4 by
It's a
4.
cube that's 20 feet.
This
Why?
is the one I want.
Because 4x4 is 16 in area.
That is 5 by 5.
This is 5 by 5.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
You need a
boy.
4 by 4.
Oh, it's 5. Sorry. Let's go.
4x4 will do it, man. Just hit the button.
We'll go right here and clip the corner of this.
All right, so these 3 zombies.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it matters because it creates terrain that they can't pass through.
Okay.
So it does kind of matter what it is.
All right, so let me see if any of these zombies make their dexterity saving throw.
Probably do not.
Ah!
Yeah, probably not. And your DC is DC 15. It says at the top.
15.
Great.
It's an undead acrobat.
Oh, and so I can see that. I'd like to actually move to right. Just to make
just
that
a
kind of valid.
All right, none of them make their saving throw. Okay, and where did you want to move?
Just right over here.
Okay.
Just so I'm not in cover behind that.
Yep. All right, and so go ahead and roll 3d12. Actually, it's already there. Sorry, it's already there.
Yeah.
Nice roll.
Nice. So that is going to kill all 3 of them.
Wake up, Andrew.
Although, actually, hold on. Sorry. Before that happens, I forgot.
What are you talking
I don't know.
about?
Your eyes were closed a second ago. You're falling asleep.
Volcano damage.
Like this? I'm squinting at my second monitor.
Oh, I got you. I fell asleep once on stream, so.
Did you
Yeah,
really?
that's gonna kill him. All right,
You can
so that
hear him
kills-
snoring.
Terrible.
It was bad.
I drove
All right,
home
and
from
the-
Jersey this morning with my kid by myself. 4 hours
Oh,
solo in a car.
So that should be difficult terrain for the
Yep.
4x4.
All right, let me go ahead and mark something here so that we remember that.
Well, boys, they got to go through a Allosaurus to get into you.
that just made things so much better. That was, Druid things.
No, I
you
mean,
know.
yeah, well, I mean, we were bunching them up for a reason, is because for AoEs,
Yeah.
you know?
Sorry, Squawk.
All right,
I took the value over your life.
so as you
Me too.
pull
I'm
your
about
hands
to
up and
cast a fireball over on Squawk.
all of this dirt starts to erupt out of the ground, and these spikes of rock and dirt kind of thrust up and shoot through the body of one of the zombies that's just stuck up in a spire. Another one gets pulled down into a crack, into a crevice, and squished as the ground reshapes around it. And another one just gets covered up, and you can see it kind of reaching out and trying to grasp at anybody, but it can't. And as it gets squeezed more, eventually
Would you say that at least another one bites the dust?
It bites the dust, absolutely. All right, Roland, are you done?
I'm done. I'm good.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right, skeletons. So we'll go ahead and start with the feared ones.
The feared one.
No, there's 3 of them.
Oh,
Actually.
well, I guess it's too late.
I thought that one was
I
dead.
can move my moonbeam.
No, he's prone. That's the prone symbol.
Oh. Is he on top of a corpse?
I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
The one immediately to the north of the Allosaurus.
He's dead. That's why he has the axe on him.
Yeah, he's dead. So there's only one feared one, right? And that's that one in the south.
No, you're zoomed too far in. There's 3 feared ones.
How do I zoom out?
Upper right corner, you can zoom out.
Yeah.
There's a
Thank you.
slider.
Thank you.
All right, and so now they get to make their wisdom saving. Is it wisdom or constitution, Nick?
Wisdom.
Are you making that up?
No, I'm probably.
Is that fake?
I may have said. I fully admit that may have sounded a little bit questionable, but I 100% know that it's wisdom.
Okay.
I use charisma as my modifier, but the save is against wisdom.
All right. This one loses its fear. The other 2 keep it.
Recto, punch it.
No, hold on. So this skeleton down here is going to take a swing at the Allosaurus.
Which one? Are you highlighting something?
Well, I mean, I am on my screen. The one directly next to the Allosaurus.
The dead one? Oh, the one a couple feet away. All right.
So hits him for another few damage as he rakes across the side of his body. This skeleton comes up, takes a swing at Squawk. Misses. And that's it for the skeleton's turns.
Okay.
Recto.
All right, so I'm going to move down. My goal is to move down to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to take... so I don't know how much movement you want to take from me, but to me it's 10 there and then 25 to there.
Sure.
So 35 gets me down there.
Yep.
I'm gonna, as I'm running in, I'm gonna wind up and whack that zombie.
All right, go for it.
Oh, look, you're punching things.
For
You definitely hit him.
16 damage.
Woo!
2.5 hours in, Recto starts punching the undead.
Sorry, trying to save our boats and shit.
You punch it square in the back, and as you kind of pull your arm back, you can see like the radiant light pouring out of a fish-shaped impression into the flesh in his back as the zombie kind of starts to scream.
So he's still up?
He's still up.
Jesus. All right. Well, I guess I'll fucking
Wow.
punch him again then.
That's a meaty motherfucker.
Oh, God.
All right, so and you're hitting him with the stone fist again?
Yeah. That's
Okay,
all.
so it's radiant again.
Both
Okay,
damages,
so
yeah.
so he turns and screams at you, and you punch him right in the mouth, and your fist kind of inserts into his mouth, and you see some light start to pour out of his eyes, and then the light turns off, and he just collapses, and you have to shake his head off of your fist. He's dead.
Huh.
Okay. And then I'm gonna move in and hit the zombie right next to Squawk. The one directly to my south. I'm gonna step on the dead one.
Yep.
And kind of an unarmed strike that one.
Okay. Nice. You hit him.
And that's all I got. I'm done.
All right. Okay. So
Health.
all right, so Iku
Who is
is
unscathed, by the way.
No, man,
She
that's why
steps-
we pay her.
She steps forward and she
Uh-oh.
starts casting a spell on the Allosaurus.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Why'd she engage in that skeleton?
Yeah, I
Wait,
can
didn't
think
that
of
skeleton take a swipe at the Allosaurus? How did it do that from 10 feet away?
It's not 10 feet away. It's literally right next to it.
Literally right next to it.
Wait, that one? And there's a drawing error on my screen.
You are not pointing at anything right
You may,
now. Yeah,
Our
Okay.
screens have a skeleton right here.
There's a drawing error on my screen. I'm getting tokens. It is at the top of the stairs. Yeah, that. Who's
there.
yellow?
That's me. I'm pinging where I see it.
Yeah,
That's not where it is.
I'm going to
Refresh.
refresh then. I'll refresh.
yeah, refresh.
Everything else has moved just fine.
Yeah.
I'm refreshing too. Yeah,
That's why I was asking earlier about the 5-foot range. It's like, okay, maybe I don't get how the range works.
So Iku casts Cure Wounds on the Allosaurus.
Ah,
Oh God, we paid for the right guide.
we did, but what happens when your charm wears off?
Yeah, we're fine.
Nah, we'll
We've
be
got 24
fine.
hours. We'll
One
figure
half
something to do.
broken Allosaurus is better than a battalion of undead.
We'll see. We'll see.
She steps forward and says, "Child of Wukao, we are here to support you. Thank you for your help." Heals him, and it is Squawk's turn.
I'd like Herman to purr maybe a little bit.
How would an Allosaurus even do that?
Yeah.
It's a lizard.
It's got
Didn't you
some sort
watch
of-
Jurassic Park?
Keep your mind open.
Those
Keep your
raptors
mind
purr,
open,
dude.
Steve.
There you go. Somebody
The
made the exact
skeleton
right
did move
noise.
to the right
I don't know
place.
who it was, but
It was
somebody,
Andrew because
nailed it.
because it was Andrew.
All right, let's keep moving. Squawk.
Squawk
We
says,
got half an hour left.
I see a man named Rector sitting across the bar from me. The man to my left, he has no chin. And I take my rapier and I slash at the zombie next to me.
The one to your east.
To my east. To my left, yes.
Was that Cheryl Crow?
No, it was supposed to be OAR.
Do you mean your southwest?
Oh,
Your southwest
No,
or
to the east of me.
crazy game
Game
of
of
poker.
poker.
I ever saw.
So I said,
Okay.
Recta, what you doing tonight?
So you hit him. How much damage?
That's weird that it didn't automatically roll that. I think
So
it's
click the rapier. Click the word rapier on that thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Looked at me with a face full of fright.
And I said, how about a rapier to the mouth?
All right. So you hit him for 8
Recta
damage.
said, right.
Yeah, as your rapier goes right through his body, sticking out the other side, and you pull zombie guts on the end of your rapier. Are you done, or what do you do?
Yeah, that's all I can do. So I say of, you say
Uh.
I see zombie guts on my sword.
Okay. All right. The Allosaurus moves down this direction, bites or slashes at the zombie. Hitting him as he kind of eviscerates him, and some of the intestines start to spill out of the bottom of the zombie. Sigmundo.
Heyo. So what happened to the rope she was holding that I was?
Oh, yeah, good question. She still has it.
So she's holding it like.
She still has it. There's enough. It's still dangling over the edge.
All right, so I'm gonna
During
climb my ass out of the pit if that's cool.
Okay. You tug against it, and she says, "Come up, I have you." And
She reciprocates, and I climb
She
up.
reciprocates.
All right, great. So how much movement did that take?
5.
This is 10-foot pit. There's a 20-foot pit. You
All right,
told
so
me.
let's call it 20 feet, right?
I'm gonna call it 25 feet.
Out plus another 20 feet.
I'm gonna call it 25 feet.
Okay, so I've got like another 5 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Cool. So no, I'm gonna take that movement. Wacky sauce. I'm going to go ahead and Nope. All right. God damn it, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna magic missile. Feels like
Okay.
the best course of action. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to actually roll the dice, and that last go with the clicking didn't work so well.
Okay,
So I'm
D4
gonna
plus
be-
1 per. Yep. You got. How many missiles are you firing? What level are you casting it at?
So I'm gonna cast it at level 2. So that's gonna
Okay, so
be
you get 4 missiles.
1d4 plus 1.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So let me just load up the dice loader here. Roll 1d4 plus 1, and I'm not gonna roll it yet because
Just do 4. Hey, just do 4d4. We can add the 1 ourselves, so that we can just see them all.
Can we?
Okay, or you can do that one.
Boom.
One more.
okay.
Damn!
There's the rolls we want.
Damn! Why are
now
they wasted
on-
on 1d4s?
From now on, that's how you roll.
They're wasted on 1d4s. I can't
Everybody
believe
roll
it.
1d4 for your damage.
He's got
All
his
right,
swim
so
trunks and
where-
his flippy
where are they
floppies.
So we're going. This character is alive, right? He's on top of a dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 3 in a row right there.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna hit starting from the bottom to the north with those rolls,
Right
and
up to
then the fourth one is gonna hit directly to the east of Squawk.
Okay.
To the guy that has no chin.
Yep.
I'll cut you so bad you'll have a chin. You'll all have chins.
You have a
What?
scrotum chin.
Okay, so these magic missiles flit out of your hand, striking into each of them. They rock back as the missiles hit into them and explode, sending some of their flesh flying. They're all hurt by that.
Huzzah, my
All
turn
right.
is over.
All right, Steve.
All right. The object of my enmity being dead, I will now transfer my hex to the skeleton in the far northwestern corner.
sorry.
All the way up here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
worried. I'm
You
worried
could be
about the
bringing it down.
canoes.
What is your distance?
That's
On
120 feet.
Okay,
Oh,
then
you
you
got
good.
I've got distance to spare, but I do, put my hand on my other hand, close my one eye, adjust for the Coriolis effect. Ask Hansy about the winds. You know what I mean?
He's your spouse.
And then do this. Oh.
So you fire both at them.
Well, no, I fired the one. I didn't know I did it twice. I was on a different.
Okay, so you fire that at him. You watch it for what seems like quite a while, and then all of a sudden, poosh, hits right onto his shoulder. And it's hard to even see from this distance, but you can tell that it did land and did make an impact.
Okay. Is he dead?
No.
Put the second one on him.
All right. So hits him in the skull, flies right off.
All right. I just sort of lick my thumb and do a fist bump with Hansy, and thus ends my turn.
All right.
Well played.
Canoe is safe.
Oh my god!
Man,
Did another guy pop
That was
up
a
on the
good
canoe?
clean turn.
That
Good
Recto
clean
did.
turn.
No, there was no way. It was the skeleton way up to the north.
Oh, okay.
He
Man,
killed it.
It was-
should have just put Steve on canoe duty because that would have saved us so much time.
almost off the
So
map.
much-
he
so
was
much
up
movement.
for it.
So Zygmundo, behind you, you can hear the floor of the trap closing again. And it is the zombies' turn.
It's probably safe to walk on that trap now.
No, I think so. You're right.
Probably safe.
Yeah.
Probably.
One of these zombies tires of the battle with the Allosaurus and attempts to
As you do.
walk to the east.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I feel like,
Allosaurus
you
gets
know,
an
maybe
attack
this
of
isn't my
opportunity.
best bet, says even the undead.
Allosaurus gets an attack of opportunity.
All right, but the Allosaurus, before the zombie can get out of range, pulls its claw up, rakes it down, and just splits the zombie in two lengthwise.
Just saying.
Always have
And
an Allosaurus.
zombie fillets get about as far as you.
And today's secret ingredient on Chopped zombie.
Zombie fillet.
All
Zombie.
right, this zombie
It's a
comes
label.
around this way, takes its opportunity to attack the Allosaurus.
About
Sorry,
100.
it might be
Missing.
beneficial to start moving a bunch of the dead tokens just to like maybe
Yeah.
free up some memory or something.
I kind of like them.
No, it's a symbol of our progress.
Yeah. But they do clutter the screen up.
Well, I mean,
All
I
right.
guess the same thing would occur if it was like legit happening, right?
Well,
Like,
you wait if I cast Conjure Animal.
You should
So
conjure
what-
8
token.
things.
So one of the zombies swings its club-like arm at Squawk. Squawk's able to dodge out of the way. As Recto looks over to see that, another zombie latches onto Recto's arm, biting in for 2 points of damage.
Okay. Whew, we can deal with that. All right. Could have been worse, voice. Hanging in.
Oh, this is what I was afraid of. Hold on. Let's see. Let me swap something out here. Okay. And it is Roland's turn.
So first, so I don't forget this time, I'd like to move as my bonus action, move
Yep.
Moonbeam onto this skeleton right here.
Okay.
should maybe worry about the skeletons running off. Just saying.
Steve's got his pew pew.
He does. You're right.
Don't you worry about that little guy.
Guess I'll move right behind Herman over here. Yeah, I'll move right
Alrighty.
behind Herman. And I will.
Like right here on the steps.
No, not on the steps. Sorry, right here. I'm trying to give view of Roland
Okay.
or of
Got it.
Recto. Excuse me.
That is
That won't
still
be.
pretty tough. Yeah, not for Recto. You could see Squawk from there.
How about? Can I see him from here? If I have to move up, I will.
Don't put yourself in danger. Don't worry about me.
I think you'd have to go up one more to see him.
Okay, that changes. A little bit.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that's a little sketchy with the current HP.
All right, sorry, I'm opening my character sheet up. It closed. Then you know what? I'm gonna kind of take it easy. I'm gonna kind of sit things out for a turn here and see how things play out. I'm gonna kind of get cover back over here.
Yeah, live. God's sakes,
Okay.
live.
And I want to give my encouragement out to, I'm sorry. I'm going to go right here and I'm just going to help Herman. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. There you
That's what I'm
go.
All right. You're
Put the old
okay.
I'm
thing
helping him,
box
man.
on,
Okay,
I'm rooting
all
him
right.
on. I'm
That's really cool. All right.
riding him, kicking his enemies.
All right. So skeleton's turn. So we'll do the fear first.
How long does it stay feared? A couple turns?
They get a wisdom saving throw to try and get out of it.
I think it's,
Oh,
a,
okay.
it's a minute, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so like 6
So-
turns.
Minute's 10 turns.
Jeez.
So one of them broke free.
Good. It's about time they come back so they can die.
Not the one we wanted to. This is going to make it a hell of a
oh,
shot.
God, I didn't even see that one to the south.
I know,
I
right?
knew the one to the north was there.
All right. So one of the skeletons is also going to flee from the Allosaurus to the east. So let's see. The Allosaurus is going to attack.
Do I get a call, like, can I help him with this attack specifically, or then not an attack?
Yeah, you said it. You set your help.
You did say that. Yeah. No, I think you do.
Because, I mean, if I do one or the other, I'd rather do it on this because of where he's moving.
Sure. So the Allosaurus is looking over at the zombie to its northwest, and you see the skeleton start to creep up the stairs, and you slap it on its side and point towards the skeleton. It turns around and swipes at it, catching it just before it heads up the stairs, crushes it, and takes its legs straight off.
Nice.
I'll tell you, without the help, it would not have hit.
Well
Nice.
done. Well done.
And as a reminder, too, on his turn, the other one takes Constitution saving.
That's
throw.
right.
So,
Constitution saving throw for that one. So let's see. DC 15, I think, right?
yes.
And it succeeds.
So it's just
So does it take
1d10.
half?
Yeah, it just takes 1d10.
Or it's 2d10 divided by 2.
Yeah, I guess that is true. Yeah, no,
Which is better for you, mathematically.
2d.
So it's going to take 8 points of damage. As it gets hit by this wave of force. It is barely hanging on. It moves out of the square and just weakly swings its sword at Squawk as it goes. Actually,
Wait, yeah, opportunity attack, right?
Yep. I'll let you go first, Recto.
No, it's involuntary movement.
That's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
That's not a forced movement.
Got it.
All right, so as it leaves, you're able to reach forward, knock its jaw right off. Its head spins around, pops off.
Nice.
Wow. Nice turn.
Yeah. I think that is it for those guys.
That
Nothing
spell is
happened on
really
the
good.
skeletons. Nothing happened on the skeleton's turn except for skeleton death. That's,
One of them's on.
that's what we like to see around here.
All right, Recto.
Yeah, so the one below me, I think he
Yeah,
took a
he's gotta
swing
go.
at me, right?
He looked at you funny.
So when he
He
took,
did
he
take a
took a
swing at you.
swing at me, and he hit me for 2. So as he did that, I kind of feigned it, and then I came back at him with the old stone fist, right into his chest.
Yo, razzle dazzle.
With that, that's probably not going to hit, but
That hits.
Hit.
So total of 14.
yeah.
And that kills him.
All right. So he's down, and as that happens, I'm going to kind of leapfrog over Squawk.
Yep.
And as I do that, kind of like clothesline with the stone fist, the guy right there.
Yep. Okay.
Ugh, God's sakes.
That hits, and that will kill him.
All right.
Oh,
You had a +9 and you got an 11.
Yes, all night.
All right, so you clothesline him and just take another head right off, and it flies off
Yeah.
into the broken dirt ground to the east.
And
Lucky we're fighting some peons, man.
And then I'm gonna run into the guy right to the southeast there, who's right above. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to go near that damn dinosaur. What's this box
Run
here?
away. That's what you do best.
that's difficult terrain.
It is. Yeah.
I've used 10, so I have 35 left. 25 left. I don't even know how that gets calculated. I don't know. Where the hell can I get to? I want to kill... Steve's going to kill that thing. I don't know what I'm worried about.
He's going to kill the one to the south.
I want to get as close to that zombie to the north as I can.
There's only one zombie that I see alive, which is the one next to the Allosaurus.
The Allosaurus.
I mean the
It's a
undead.
skeleton.
The undead up there.
Skeleton?
Skeleton,
Okay, so
yeah.
you got 45 feet left?
Yeah, I guess I could go straight up. I have 35 left because I moved 10 to get to where I am.
Oh, then...
Why can't
You
you
get
go
right
through
above
the
the-
earthquake
the
area? Is that...
It's like a
you get
difficult
through.
terrain.
Oh, okay.
No.
Not any faster to do that. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just move to that spot then. Then right there, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a full turns of motion, you'll be able to kill him and make it all the way back to us.
Maybe. Or die.
Okay.
Rolling around with 6
Is
HP right now.
So EQ steps further out and encourages the Allosaurus as it attacks the zombie.
Oh, boy. I'm spoiled for choice. Who do I even hit anymore?
The people running away.
Squawk, it's your turn.
I see that. So is it just this zombie here now?
There is a skeleton there,
Oh, that's
and there's a
skeleton,
skeleton
okay.
to the north, and then there's a zombie next to the Allosaurus.
I'm gonna go to the one to the north of the Allosaurus, and I'm just going to viciously mock him, saying like, "You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad."
All right.
Look at all your dead friends.
Are you moving, or are you doing that from where you are right now?
I'm gonna do that from where I am
Okay.
because I don't have to move to do that because I have a 60-foot range on,
Okay.
and if I can,
So,
yeah, I got it.
does he get a saving throw? Okay. So it is a wisdom saving throw.
Arrows about.
So he fails a saving throw, so he'll take his 5 damage.
And he has disadvantage on his neck attack, and then I'm done.
Yep. Okay.
You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad.
All right. So the Allosaurus swipes at the. Actually, he's going to do a bite attack against that zombie. Hits it and bites it clean in half. Kind of holds down the rest of its torso, pulls it up from the chest up, tears it in 2.
Uh-oh.
That zombie is dead.
Okay. Well, now it doesn't have enemy targets, and we are the only live meat. So,
Zigmundo.
danger, Will
All right.
Robinson.
I yell over to Steve. If you get the one to the south, I'll get the one. And I look for a nod.
Steve shrugs.
I'm looking for a nod.
Steve shrugs.
So you honestly, you can't really see.
No,
Yeah,
Bro.
I am in sniper position on a knee 30 foot above you.
Right.
Ow.
So
If you see my fingertip, you're lucky.
okay, great. So I'm gonna move on over to here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna then firebolt this guy right here.
Okay.
Hold on.
He's gonna have. I'll give him a half cover. So he's. So this is a ridge so you're kind of like up above him right now. He's down below
Right.
on the other side of a ridge.
Are we locked into the fireball right now?
You're not locked in.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use a magic missile, if that's cool,
Okay, on that skeleton.
on that skeleton. So that is 3 1d4 plus 1 missiles.
Okay, you're using level 1. Okay, go for it. All right. So
Nice.
All three of them hit him. He turns around and starts to move back towards you. Then, boom! They explode out, and his body disintegrates. Bones clattering to the ground.
Well done.
All right,
That
Steve.
ends my turn.
There's some sniping going on tonight. All right. The previous enmity of my hex being dead, I will transfer it to the zombie or the skeleton to the south.
Mm-hmm.
And begin the standard barrage.
Go for it.
So that's 10.
Yep.
He's still up.
Yep.
Get him again.
Pew pew.
All right. He drops.
Steve turns his fictional baseball cap back forward and
All right. All right, rolling.
That's everybody.
Is it?
now there's a dinosaur that might kill us all here.
So
It-
okay,
it
so,
has
so
rabies,
okay, no,
Roland. It has rabies.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
what
no,
he-
this is good. This is good because I kind of want to be able to do this on my turn.
Yeah, your turn
assuming
came
you
at a
didn't kill
very
me.
opportune time.
So what I'd like to do is I'd like to move
Peter, please.
about 30 feet. I'd like to move over here. Well, before I go, I kind of want to like get his attention.
Okay.
Get
All right.
Herman's attention. You know, kind of give him a good pat on the snout. You know.
Have you named him Herman also? Is this going to be like a...
Oh, this is the
They're
thing
all
for
named
this
Herman.
for this map. This is the thing for this map. This specific map.
Okay.
You know, kind of pat him on the head. You know, he did a good job. And I want to kind of move down this way, and I want to kind of urge him to follow me. You know, in a very gentle. You did a great job. Hey, buddy, come here. You know, let me.
Uh-huh.
That sort of thing. You know, like a
Sun's
dog.
getting pretty low.
He doesn't follow you. He's gonna be. He's
And
gonna
I'd
be
like to.
Allosaurus
So I'd like to do is I get to here. I'd like to whistle for him.
Okay.
Take my dash action and move up to here and
You won't be able to quite get there because you've got to go up. You got to scale this cliff, but you can get to about there.
okay, let me move to where you can still see me. Then I'll just dash to like right here, just a little bit
He
farther.
would be able to see you because you're going up.
Okay, well
So you're
I'll
high
move
ground.
to
You're
where
high
he can see me right about here. He's got
Oh,
60
like
foot of movement, so
Like
I'm
a
trying
Harry
to
and
just
the Hendersons.
So he'll be able to see you less if you go to the south because you're currently on top of a little bit of a south. You're going to go down.
If I end right here, can he see where I am?
He could like if you're like raising your hand.
Yeah,
Sure,
I'd like to
pretty
just
tough.
then kind of keep my hands waving in the air, like hey, over here,
Yep. Okay.
and be whistling. Got to be
Alright.
whistling.
He registers that. He knows where you've gone.
All right.
Recto.
I am going to run into this tent right below me to the south
God,
and
she's a
take
boss.
the hide action.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Oh,
All right.
And that's it. I'm done.
All right. EQ takes another step down closer to the Allosaurus, imploring him to calm himself. Calm. Let's see. And
Is that a thing?
well, she's got some things.
She's got some things.
He looks at her and
Bites her head off.
Bites her head off.
No, we need her.
Bites her head off. Bites her head off. Bites her
Yeah,
head
but
off,
that
bites
would
her
be
head off.
cinematically like the end of the movie, right?
he looks at her and
To be continued.
does appear to be a little bit entranced by her. Is calm.
As we all are, really.
Who is this woman?
Squawk.
How tall is the Allosaurus?
Tall.
Do this.
A dozen, 12 to 15 feet ish.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna fly up 40 feet.
Okay.
Triple that. That's where I will be.
I'm gonna fly up 12 feet. And I kind of want to get. I want to kind of like look around and get scout out the area and just get a perspective and see if there's anything else approaching. Just to make
Good
sure
roll
that we're clear.
perception.
I have a.
Oh no.
I know about your passive.
I know about it.
Well, I figured you would.
Yeah, we
at
don't
this
know
point.
that
You
all the
talk
zombies
about
are
it
dead.
all the time. No.
You guys want me to scream again? See if I can draw anything out?
Maybe.
It appears to just be your
You know what?
party and the Allosaurus.
I'd be shocked if you could at this point. I think you've probably got everything within at least a mile radius.
Okay, I want to. I then want to. Yeah, I'm at 40 feet, so then I can move 10
Uh-huh.
feet. So that's fine. So I'll just like hover up there for a minute.
Just where you are?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
It's now the
I will tell actually. So, and I'm sorry. Actually, with my last 10 feet of movement, I will tell the party that everything looks good so far. No more zombies approaching.
All right. So the Allosaurus kind of steps away from Iku, steps forward, looks over at Zigmundo, kind of
Uh-oh.
eyeballs him,
Oh, God.
but continues.
Oh
Onward.
no! Into the earthquake.
Isn't able to make it too far because he is kind of hampered walking on that terrain, but starts to head off in that direction.
Cue Godzilla walking away music.
Zigmundo.
I'm gonna hang back over here. That's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Steve?
All right. So I'm on the knee, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I've seen what happened to Zig with his
Slicey.
with his slices. All right.
Yes, you did.
So I'd like to use my spider climb to walk sideways on this wall, on the wall that I'm near, this wall right here.
You are up outside of the temple, so like there's a hallway in there. Like,
How much movement does it take me to go from where I am to get sideways on the wall right here?
so that would probably be for 30 feet. You could get sideways on that wall.
Are you looking at the other
Okay.
picture of the statue, too?
I am.
Pillars?
All right. So my intention, knowing that there's size out there, running as fast as I can, I want to run along this wall, jumping over what I see are traps
So hold on. So look,
to get to here.
where I just put you, it took
Yeah.
you 30 feet to get there.
Yeah, I'm using a dash.
I see. Okay.
Okay. All right. And I want to walk high up on the wall.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How high is that? Because this thing
High-
right here is 7 feet up, according to Troy.
Just above waist height. Or okay, 7 feet up then. But not touching the floor. And well, how high do I need to be to get to here?
So the ceilings are 20 feet tall.
Okay. So I want to be like pretty damn close to the ceiling. Right? Like right up near the ceiling.
Okay.
But on the wall, dashing to this point.
Well, you don't. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's exactly what it takes.
Okay.
So, tell me how that goes.
Okay. So we'll make it this far. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Womp womp.
Don't worry, guys. I have a great character ready to go. You're gonna love him.
Okay.
So they have a
Go and roll
strength
another
above
D20.
10.
Roll another one.
Yeah.
You said the thing was at waist height.
Until you fail.
Keep
That's
in
it.
mind,
That's it.
old Handsy's still riding me.
Scream at the DM. It's a good plan.
Damn, these rolls.
Okay. Let me just check something here.
I'm near the
Talking about
ceiling.
Bardic inspiration, but he
Not
doesn't need
not
it.
not touching the floor.
Rolls
I
done.
never used my bless.
Okay. You make it to that end of the hallway.
Ah! What do I see?
A door.
Blackness.
We will cover that next
Okay.
week.
Yep. All
Bum,
right.
bum, bum.
Whoop!
Dun dun dun.
Don't worry, guys. Handsy's gonna bring you a rope. No one has to worry about anything.
Except the acrobatics check to make it across the rope.
Well,
No, you
then
just have to dangle. You don't hit the pressure points.
half the party's running on fumes.
Well
Party's not.
done, gentlemen.
I know. Actually, no. Half the party's not. Just Recto is.
Yeah,
Rolling,
well,
rolling
And
too.
I got 10. I mean, but I have like 50 to 100.
Okay,
on
well,
top of
turn
that.
into a turn into a dire squirrel and run across the rope.
Troy, that was awesome, man. That was an epic battle.
That was incredible. That battle took the
That was
entire
so much
match.
fun. That was so much fun. I got
Now,
nothing left. though.
wait. Recto, what have we learned?
I already set it out. I know.
Okay, all right, an entire match, and several of us almost died.
Oof.
Crazy.
Several
So,
of us, mostly Recto, almost died, but yeah.
Mostly you.
Yeah. Well, fantastic save of the boat, and then I think the clutch play, in my opinion, though, was the fear. Getting 6 of those things out of the combat in one.
Mhm.
That's
was,
nuts.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out
potentially
like
the
what the
game
turning
changer.
point was on that battle. Like it was
That's a battle turner.
because it was really bad initially. Like it went horribly for the first like 2 rounds. It was going horrible, and then something happened in that like 3rd or 4th round where we just turned the tide and really.
We got a lot of
cleaned them out.
CC kind of in the middle there, and the dinosaur helped as well. They had an extra health pool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did. If they were not undead, like I was pretty sure that I was like they're gonna have a really low wisdom score. And when actually even you said like, oh, they actually are affected by fear, I was like, oh fuck, there's a chance that they aren't affected by fear.
Well, because I was texting people privately. No, no, it's all gonna end. Why is he doing? Like I was very upset because it's like I was my understanding that undead were like immune to fear. But if that Allosaur did not turn to our side, we're all dead. We're all a heap of meat. Well, everyone but me is a heap of meat because I don't think the Allosaur can get up on the knee.
I would have just flown away. That was a
Yeah,
yo.
everyone but me and Nick.
Yeah, the second use of animal friendship, Andy, was well.
I didn't know if it was gonna be worth it. If that
No, because-
failed, then I knew we
I
were
was
in
gonna
deep
Think of how many
shit.
undead attacks went into the Allosaur.
And
Yeah.
how many of his attacks went into the
And
undead.
went into them. Right. That
And
was
he's no joke.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let them kill each other. You know, like why would we take those hits, right? So
Well, I
By the way,
probably
his-
would have gone
his-
over in skills in there too.
The Allosaurus' first save against your first animal friendship was a natural, and his save against the second animal friendship was a natural 1.
of course it was.
It's
Yeah.
meant to be.
My buddy.
wow.
Hey,
Wow.
So the
For
initial-
those of you in the DC area, I want to point out that OAR is going to be August through the 11th.
Oh, where are they going to be?
The 9th is going to be in Selby, Delaware. And then the 10th,
Delaware.
and then the 10th and 11th, they're going to be in Charlestown, West Virginia, which is about an hour, 15-minute ride.
How do
Yeah.
you like my 1d20s at the end there to get rid of the traps? That's nuts.
That was good.
You didn't get rid of them. You just navigated them.
There were some awful rolls.
I got rid of them for me. For me, that's the only thing I care about.
No, but you didn't get rid of them because they were still there. You
No,
still have to
they're-
get out of them.
They're still there. As far as I understood, though, they were navigated by pressure points. So now I don't know how they're
I'm gonna agree
activated.
with Nick. You navigated
So as Steve went across the walls, he could feel the wall, so acting as pressure points.
Okay.
So anything that you step on is a pressure point.
Basically,
So-
passing through that area will activate them.
Passing
As
through the area.
Passing through that area has a chance of activating them.
What if you do not?
What
touch
if you?
anything
Yeah. What if
that
you didn't touch the
trigger?
ground or the walls? Like if you were on a
You
rope.
can, you can try that and find out.
Or
I guess
flew?
we will. I
What
guess
if
we
what
will.
if you had a giant fist made of stone, and when those things came to cut you, you just stuck it out there and stopped them?
You can try
Yeah,
to
you
find
do
that out
that.
too.
You try to punch a scythe with 6 hit points. And see how your life
Well,
works
have you
out.
ever seen a glowing fist?
So my initial plan, Troy, when you're asking, I was gonna try to like round them up in the pen, like over where we got
the axe beak was.
the axe beak. And I was going to try to run over there and kind of just draw them over there so, like, either Steve or Zygmundo could just fireball the shit out of them and just kill all of them in, 1 or 2 shots. And
Zygmundo instead spent the entire
I know the whole thing in a hole.
entire session. Like,
well, that wasn't on
Laying
him.
down.
Like the fact that they got to move first really messed that whole plan up because I couldn't get there without taking like 9 opportunity attacks. And
well, no, I think even if they hadn't, though, I think Zygmundo still would have been prone under the blades for.
well, yeah,
the
I mean
next
at that point,
hour.
But that's because I had already moved and like that whole plan was and the Allosaurus had already avoided the first spell from rolling too, which kind of threw a wrench in things.
Yeah.
Did we hit level 6?
No.
No,
You guys got a while.
this is another fight that we probably didn't need to have.
So there is a kind of destination that you guys will find eventually, and you're supposed to you'll probably hit level 6 around finding it.
Like a milestone,
Like the
kind of
whole
thing.
the whole jungle is supposed to be explored between levels 1 and 5.
Okay.
Repeat that, Troy. What was that?
The jungle is for levels 1 to 5.
The jungle. That encounter was supposed to be a level between 1 and 5. We barely squeaked out of that at 5.
Well, so that encounter in particular,
It
like-
was aggravated by certain actions that we shall
True.
not speak of.
like each of those individually were things that could happen, but to pull it all to you at once took extra effort.
That was a special kind of
yeah,
Bonus
you pulled,
kind of aggro.
Extra
you
credit?
didn't pull 1 level 5. You pulled 3 level 2.5s.
Like the goblins would have been were there. They were already watching. So even if you'd been lower level, the goblins would have tried to steal the boat, and you could have fought them. But not necessarily the Allosaurus wouldn't have been involved, for example.
I will say, even though I knew it had it was not a huge effect on the battle, I loved the high point sniper mechanic. Like I had so much fun being like, I'm gonna get that one that's 90 foot away. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty
yeah,
crazy.
get it.
Well, I was at least happy that you were able to clean it up so that it wasn't like an extra 2 rounds of let's get the guy that's 70 feet away.
Now,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
what's the
would've-
point?
I would've
What's the
forgotten
point of
that.
having a cantrip with 120 foot range if you're not
Yeah.
gonna dust it off every
So-
once in a
So
while?
Troy, that actually brings up a really interesting question that I was looking for while we were playing, but I couldn't find an answer to. Is things like spells and magic missile? Am I able to curve them, or do they have to be a straight laser line of sight?
So I think with magic missile, I would say they can curve a little bit.
Magic missile is notorious.
Magic
for
missile
being-
just always hits.
always hits.
Right. It
Yeah.
has to. It always hits within the range of, right? But
Yeah, like
let's
I
say
might like adjudicate like if it,
there's a lot of hand movement and no sound.
if you had to like navigate a maze, I don't know if magic missile would work, but just like even going 30, 45 degrees off, I think magic
Well,
missile
yeah, you have
be
to have
fine.
vision of them, right, for that to actually work. So-
No, it doesn't say anything about vision for magic missile. That's weird.
Really?
Also, Troy, I have a question.
Mhm.
When I went past that second trap,
Yeah, Meryl, it says within range.
did I
Yeah.
even trigger it? My second roll, did I even trigger it?
You did not.
Okay. And if I had triggered the first one, would it have even done damage? Because if the blades were going at waist height and I was near the ceiling, wouldn't it have just been the
So
The pommel?
they kind of come down to waist height.
Right.
They're
But
not coming
big are
horizontal.
how big are the actual blades? Are they like?
I see what you mean.
we
Yeah.
have to
Oh,
to know
it's a
the full
giant
scope
fucking
of
blade.
their arc essentially for what's going to happen next.
So
and I'm
so-
sorry because that's unusually detailed, but
So they
we
swing
might
down
need to know.
out. The blades swing down out of the edges of the walls, so they are sharp, kind of throughout the entire swing, right? Like so, when they're at the edges, they're sharp, and as they swing, they get lower.
So it's not just like a long stick with some blades at the end. These are just giant blades the whole way.
They are kind of more like a long stick but the stick, the kind of the stick mechanism is closer to the middle of the hallway.
The blade
So,
originates from
theoretically,
what
I could
angle
do a
on the
trench
wall?
run and just go like hover through the top of the ceiling and be fine.
The
But
the
sticks.
the pivot point of the stick is the middle of the hallway.
Okay.
Hold on.
That's
I'm going to send a link here, real quick.
that's what needs to happen though, Nick. You need to fly down the tunnel, and then if you're safe, then everyone else should be
Here,
safe going
we're
through
we're
the
going
rope.
to post a link to a picture of this.
No,
You want me to
I know
roll
why that
20?
other
Or?
tunnel does not mean
Yeah, throw in
anything.
roll 20.
Just put it. Yeah.
So
Handsy
Andrew,
will help you.
Another thing on your note. Check out the spell. I think it's called Spell Sniper feat.
Yes, that's close to that. Yep.
Right. So that means that you could be on the ceiling and not be affected by the blade, but have to dodge the shaft of it, right?
On the ceiling, yes, but on the walls, it's still
Well,
sharp.
I was saying on the wall near the ceiling there, so like at the junction. So I was envisioning having to dodge the shaft.
Yeah, you always have dodge a shaft.
That's it's my whole life, man. You
All
wake
right.
up in the morning, dodge the shaft. You go to sleep at night, dodge that
The-
shaft.
Dude, why
The
are
shaft-
you waking up at
the
different
shaft
times
would
of
still hurt.
shafts?
Yeah, you don't know
What
my
are you
life.
talking about? Everyone's got to wake up and dodge the shafts in the morning.
Jesus.
That's why I left DC.
Too much shaft dodging.
So the shaft, getting hit by the shaft would still hurt.
Yeah, hurt, but not as much as a sharpened piece of metal.
Yeah, maybe not. You should find out. Just walk back the other way.
I doubt I will without figuring out how to disable these at least.
So Andrew, the Spell Sniper feat helps you avoid cover for certain shots. I think that's what the feat's called. But there's a feat out there for spells.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter maybe is what it is. Yeah, helps you avoid cover for certain range spells and range shots and things like that. So
Doesn't Bret Hart have that feat?
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
That's how he was.
Who's
So
Bret
good.
Hart?
Bret Hart, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh,
from-
Bret Hart. Yeah.
He did the sharpshooter, man.
So, Hillers, give us the weekly update on the other.
It was